intrigued with some of the things that he does recruiting.
With John Neighbors.
Every time you put a mic in my face, I'm going to say Arkansas.
And Tommy Kraft.
I'm not known as a guy who gets hand cramps when I'm writing checks.
Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good morning.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
The Morning Rush starts right now.
Welcome into the Morning Rush on this beautiful day here in the great state of Arkansas. Appreciate everybody listening in this morning. John Neighbors, Tommy Kraft, Matty T, all in studio with you today. And thank you as always for making us a part of your morning this morning. It is finally Friday. This has been a fun week because mainly it's been really positive for a change where you've had coaching changes, of course, with the football team. And then the basketball team, even though they lost this past weekend, they still are in contention and trying to get to an NCAA tournament spot. So it's just been a different setup of a week this week, and I love it, and I'm here for it, and I'm excited about it. And I know that a lot of people are excited about to see where the rest of Sam Pittman's staff is going to go and how the recruiting is going to go. But he has certainly hit the ground running, and it looks like, Tommy, that Justin Stepp's going to be retained.
Yeah, I saw some stuff that our guys Danny West and Trey Biddy were retweeting. We got something on hitthatline.com about it. I guess late morning, early afternoon, this started getting a little traction. So starting to get a few more pieces about it. Nothing official. Now, the university did send something out about Brad Davis.
That's right. Officially.
So that became official. So it put that releases out with all of his bio, all of his background. You can read about that on hitthatline.com. So you know all you want to know about Arkansas's new offensive line coach, who has some background and history with Sam Pittman, dating back to when he was a graduate assistant for him, a little over a decade ago. Baton Rouge native, so a lot of background and detail on where he's been. Was at Florida, been coaching most of his career on the O-line at some non-Power 5 level, but does have some SEC experience now under his belt. And at Florida, Missouri, now Arkansas. So that, and now you kind of stay locked in at your wide receiver spot. So we'll see where else the staff goes. We were talking yesterday morning, and I heard some stuff yesterday afternoon about Steve Caldwell, and some will be surprised if he stays. I don't know. He's still apparently out there recruiting. So we'll see how this thing takes shape as we move closer to the dead period. I think next week a lot of this will start hitting.
Yeah, because like we were discussing yesterday, when it comes to retaining coaches, you never want to be forced to retain somebody that you don't want to. Like if Sam Pittman did not want to keep certain coaches, then he shouldn't have to be forced to. But if he wants to keep a coach from each side of the ball, and in this instance it looks like Justin Stepp on offense is going to be there, maybe it ends up being Steve Caldwell on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, I'm fine with keeping those coaches. I mean, it's not like you're going to be keeping guys that really felt like they weren't adding anything to the program, or at least weren't going to be fitting what Sam Pittman is trying to accomplish. So I'm totally fine with it. I'm fine with them trying to go that route. I think it's a smart move by Sam Pittman to keep Justin Stepp, especially because, let's be honest, one of the few great recruiters on the offensive side of the ball, and some of the guys he was able to get were the wide receivers. And you also feel like when it comes to the skill positions, that's where you really have your best chance to really succeed at the wide receiver position, is because of guys like Trey Knox, Traylon Burks. I mean, you guys have redshirted guys like Shamar Nash, and you feel like it's going to be a difference maker. So, going along with that route and trying to get Justin Stepp to be involved, I think is the smart move. And it looked like from some of the wide receivers when they were tweeting out yesterday, when they heard about this news, they were really excited about it as well. So we'll see how that plays out. But ultimately, I think that's just something that's really cool and really good for Arkansas too. So, I think it's just, I get a little antsy just trying to figure out who's going to be on this coaching staff. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I got to remind myself that it's about being patient, and it's about just chilling out and letting Sam Pittman work his job and visit his recruits. Obviously, he's got a lot going on right now. And let's just be honest. Next week is probably when you're really going to see the hot and heavy assistants being added, because this week has been nothing but the recruiting aspect of it all. You'll probably start seeing a lot more official stuff next week. Yeah, because dead period hits Monday.
Yep. And then the early signing period's on the 18th. So we're not far away. And 18th, 19th, 20th is when players will sign. Most will do it on the 18th. Some will do it based on – a lot of schools, like I don't know about every school, but my kids are out of school on the 20th. So a lot of schools next Friday will not be in. So I imagine most of these signings, because they're headed into the Christmas holiday, Christmas break. So, it's a teacher work day or whatever. So I'd imagine a lot of people, a lot of this stuff will happen Wednesday, Thursday, kids out of school Friday. If I got is that right on the calendar? I think I got that right. So
I'm trusting you, man, because I don't really get a chance to look at those calendars.
No, Friday's the 20th. So, yeah, kids are out on Friday, at least where my kids go to school.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that holds up where everybody else, but I imagine a lot of this is done the 18th and 19th, and not a lot of activity on the recruiting trail on the 20th.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't think so either.
Because here's the thing, and I say that, well, what's your kids being out of school got to do with it? Well, I think a lot of schools are out on the Friday before Christmas break, is the point. And these signings are done where their classmates can come to the cafeteria, the school gymnasium, the auditorium, the football field house, wherever they're doing it, and their schoolmates, their teammates, their coaches can all enjoy it. Well, everybody's off work, away from school, going on their ski trip, going to grandma's house, over the river, through the woods, whatever they're doing. So these will be done early.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a Football Friday here on the Morning Rush, brought to you by Harry Robinson Buick GMC.
Yeah, the lowest prices ever right now during the end-of-year sales event at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. 2019 GMC Sierra Denali's 4x4, by the way. And this is when we say Denali, that means fully loaded. Leather seats, heated seats, cooled seats, navigation, satellite radio, everything you want in a Denali truck is there. 4-wheel drive, only $52,335. That's $16,000 off sticker price right now on a 4x4 Denali Sierra. Find it right now at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
This week when we've been talking about Sam Pittman, obviously we've had some guests on that have talked about the excitement that he's brought, some of the good things that he'll be able to do, some of the good things he'll be able to accomplish. And it's not that I want to say I want to make this a negative show or anything, but I want to dive into maybe the biggest concerns about Sam Pittman that people may have, or maybe some skepticisms, some things that maybe they're not totally sure on with Sam Pittman. I'm talking about the fans themselves. And that's not to say that means that you're against Sam Pittman or you think it's an awful hire or anything, but let's be honest. No matter what the hire was, even if they hired Lane Kiffin or Mike Leach or whoever, you were going to have some concerns, some reservations about that coach. And I'm just going to be curious to hear from some Razorback fans, what are your biggest concerns about Sam Pittman? Is it the fact that he's never been a head coach before? Is it the fact that he's been an offensive line coach, never been a coordinator before? Is it the fact that you don't know about his offensive philosophy and he's just a mystery because you don't really know what he's trying to do?
Yeah.
So I'd be curious to know what the biggest concerns are.
I would have concerns if Nick Saban had been hired as head coach, just because of the size of the task. And then you hired a guy who's got 25-plus years of coaching at the college level, but has never been a head coach making those 100 decisions a day that guide the program. He doesn't have experience with that, but I'm going to tell you, this task is going to be daunting even for the most experienced of head coaches over the next season or two to get it out of the abyss and point it in the right direction. That's what scares me, not just for Sam Pittman, for anyone that would be in charge of this.
Yeah, and we'll talk about it throughout the show. Right now, it's getting some quick-hitting headlines presented by Williams Tractor.
True Blue Savings Event right now through the end of the year at Williams Tractor. Take advantage of 0% financing, cashback savings, and other year-end specials that are happening now on New Holland tractors, hay and forage products, and material handling equipment. Get in on all the True Blue savings. They're right now at Williams Tractor in Fayetteville, Berryville, or Bobcat of Northwest Arkansas in Rogers.
So a few quick-hitting headlines. Obviously, we mentioned Justin Stepp. Looks like he's going to be returning as the wide receiver coach. At least that's what's being reported. Also, Brad Davis officially hired because they sent out a press release yesterday, so you know that is official. Also, Cameron Curl, defensive back, has declared for the NFL draft as he is foregoing his senior year. Now, I know that there's been some new rules put in place as far as not hiring an agent. You can still come back. We'll see how that plays out. But he's graded out really well, so not necessarily surprising. We'll get some more of your phone calls, more of the Morning Rush coming up next. Stay with us, folks.
Presented by Harry Robinson Buick GMC, where you always get more for your trade. Shop online anytime at harryrobinson.com.
Hey there, this is Travis Tollett from Williams Tractor. As the calendar winds down, Williams Tractor is winding up the savings on your favorite color, True Blue. During the True Blue sales event going on now at Williams Tractor, take advantage of 0% financing, cashback options, and other year-end specials on select New Holland tractors, hay and forage products, and material handling equipment. Get in on all the True Blue savings now at Williams Tractor in Fayetteville, Berryville, or Bobcat in Northwest Arkansas and Rogers. But hurry in, the deal's in when the year does, on December 31st.
Are you in the market for a new pool or spa? Seaside Pools and Spas has been constructing quality pools in the four-state area since 1967. It's your one-stop shop for chemicals, equipment, spas, and in-ground pools. With a service department like no other, Seaside Pools and Spas can help you with any repair, maintenance, or renovation needs necessary. Visit Seaside Pools and Spas today in Springdale and Bentonville or online at seasidepools.com.
I'm Frank Mir, former UFC heavyweight champion. My career in the UFC was tough on my body. I was considering stem cell therapy, but now, thanks to water-soluble CBD from CBD American Shaman, my life is so much better. CBD American Shaman has a water-soluble product made with nanotechnology. The nanotech allows CBD oil to mix directly into the water in a cloud when other CBD oil would just float on the top of the water. American Shaman doesn't make claims. Their customers do. CBD American Shaman, a CBD like no other.
The Morning Rush is brought to you by Supercuts, who supports local teams. Supercuts, we're super into the movement.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit Kohler & Green Insurance in Fort Smith. Just call 484-9888. And Kohler & Green Insurance in Van Buren. Call 474-9888. And online, kohlergreen.com.
The biggest discounts ever during the end-of-year sales event at Harry Robinson's Salisal Ford. The 2019 Ford F-150 Crew Cab 4-wheel drive. The lowest price ever, only $34,454. The 2019 Ford Escape slashed to $23,750. And the 2019 Ford Ranger 4-wheel drive, $10,000 off, only $28,999. The biggest discounts ever during the end-of-year sales event at Harry Robinson's Salisal Ford. 1 mile south of exit 308 off I-40 in Salisal.
Jody'sAuto.com sells tires, lots of tires, the best tire brands at the same prices as the Warehouse Club or Big Tire Chain Store. Price match guarantee. But at Jody'sAuto.com, it's the people. They know tires. They can help you find the best tire for your vehicle at a price you'll want to pay and financing. Free flat repair to everyone. Free road hazard when you buy 4 tires. Can't get that at the club or chain. But Jody'sAuto.com does way more. 3 oil change specials, 1 for every budget. 3 locations, 2 in Fort Smith, 1 in Van Buren. And they do everything. All services, all maintenance, all tires, even towing and fleets. One stop for everything, Jody'sAuto.com. Can't get any of that at the club or chain. Voted best of the best by their customers. Since 1984, one stop, convenience and trust, Jody'sAuto.com.
Metal Mart offers high-quality prefabricated metal buildings, metal roofing, custom trim shops, carports, and more. They strive to be a company where contractors as well as do-it-yourselfers are welcome. Metal Mart assists you in calculating the materials needed to complete your project, all at a rate you can afford. They have locations in Fort Smith, Mayflower, Jonesboro, Pine Bluff, and Little Rock. Or you can find them online at metalmarts.com. Metal Mart, the right material for the right price.
Unlimited personal group training at the Fort Smith Athletic Club. Personal group training is a great way to create accountability for your fitness while improving mobility, endurance, and overall wellness. Reach your fitness goals faster with personal group training. Only $60 a month. Call Mike Johnson at 479-926-0193. These workouts are high intensity and get results in under an hour. Only $60 a month. Call for class schedules and details. 479-926-0193. Results happen here at the Fort Smith Athletic Club.
I want barbecue that's sliced thick, smoked long, and so tender it melts in your mouth. Sides that will fill me up like a twice-baked potato, baked beans, hand-cut fries, okra, Texas toast. You know what I'm talking about? A restaurant where the whole family can go and get a great meal for a great price. Where the owner actually comes to your table to make sure everything tastes great. I'll tell you what I want. I want Jerry Neal's.
Have you been looking for your next place to call home and just haven't found the right one? Then it's time to check out the properties at Trinity Multifamily. With a variety of apartments, duplexes, townhomes, and houses, there is surely one to fit your needs. Whether it's in the River Valley, Northwest Arkansas, or Central Arkansas that you are looking at, they have you covered. Give them a call today. Trinity Multifamily, 479-452-1817. That's 479-452-1817. Or online at trinitymultifamily.com to search rental properties near you.
ESPN 95.3. The Morning Rush with John Neighbors and Tommy Kraft.
That thing had 9 lives. She just spent them all.
Streaming live at hitthatline.com.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush, where we are brought to you by Crabtree RV. There we go.
In Alma. For 4 consecutive years, they've been voted the best place to buy an RV. And to show their appreciation, they're having their Christmas cash day sale now through the end of the year. Sales tax paid or $1,000 in Christmas cash on the purchase of any RV from Crabtree RV in Alma. Sing it, Whitney. Gosh, she's so good. They'll still give you the most for your trade true at Crabtree. Crabtree RV, where your family's dreams come true.
See, this is the problem when we start putting in Tommy's type music. It's because then when he starts, he gets into it, and then he'll just kind of stop, and he wants to keep it going. He wants to keep hearing the music.
She's as good a vocalist as there's been in my lifetime. Just a shame that her life was cut short.
I know. And you know that when that song comes on of I Will Always Love You, once it hits that crescendo, everybody's got to sing along. And it has that little brief little silence, and then boom, hits it. So I'm with you. And, of course, when she did the national anthem in the Super Bowl, it was hard to beat.
Greatest ever. She could sing the phone book. It'd be good.
Phone book's still a thing? People still get phone books?
She could find an old one if she was still around with us, and could just pick a page and it'd be good.
Yeah. No, listen, I'm not going to argue with that. It's pretty
Went
incredible.
all the way to about it's been over 20 years. It's late 90s. Went all the way to St. Louis to see her in concert. Got there, canceled.
What for?
What do you think?
Oh, well,
she was under the weather. So,
did you get your money back at least?
Yeah, got the money back on the tickets.
So you never saw her live then?
Mm-mm.
Man.
Tried.
How long ago was that?
It was 98 or 99.
Oh, so they were still...
Nearly got fired from a radio job in Russellville over it. Because I missed my Sunday night board shift. True story.
And did you not tell anybody?
No, I had someone else covering it. But
so why was it a problem then? Because they wanted Tommy Kraft to run the board? Is that why?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well...
As general manager of the station, running the board on a Sunday night was just imperative.
If you would have actually seen her in concert and then would have been fired, would it have been worth it?
Probably not. Not at that point in my life. Not in my early 20s.
Yeah, no, I understand. But listen, we're just trying to get in the Christmas spirit here on the Morning Rush. Obviously, with the music that's going on, I got my Santa hat on. Tommy's he's got red, so that's Christmassy. So.
This fleece off, and I got more red underneath.
Don't start taking stuff off.
Start peeling clothes off.
Yeah, we're fine over here. But, but yeah, we're trying to get in the Christmas spirit. And I know a lot of people who are out there listening are getting in the Christmas spirit as well.
So you wear the Santa hat on the show every day.
Mm-hmm.
Do you wear that all day? I don't always see you all day the rest of the day. We went to lunch everywhere you go the rest of the day?
No. I when I go home, I obviously hang it up, and then when I go out to walk out rowdy, I do it because matters as well. Try to make it fun.
The Santa hat to bed. That's right, ladies, and that's all he wears. So,
I see. That's myself, and you just kind of gave me an uneasy image about it. So yeah, just the Christmas hat.
And he's single.
Yeah.
I mean, this man is single. It's hard to believe.
I'm telling you,
it is hard to believe.
How have I made it 31 years?
I don't know.
Being who I am, and I'm still single for some reason. Can't imagine why. But if you want to get in on the conversation here on the Morning Rush, you can call or text the Cherokee Casino hotline at 877-377-6963. The worst thing about it is that we have Maddie T bringing in some treats, and this is
I saw one of those Christmas tins of something over here.
Yeah, so what's in the tin?
Yes, and excuse me, my girlfriend made those. That's chocolate nut clusters. So,
oh, man.
I mean, you have to have some.
I know.
mean, it would be insulting to her if you didn't.
See, and that's the worst thing about it is when people bring in these treats, especially if it's someone that actually works here, and I'm sure that everyone at an office knows what we're talking about. They bring them in, and then even if it's something I don't like I don't necessarily care for almonds, but it'll be like, here's an almond, and I made these, and it's like, I really don't want them, but then you know that there's going to be some sort of guilt thrown on you if you don't immediately say, ooh, please, yeah, let me have one.
You could fake a nut allergy.
Yeah, that's maybe what I have to do sometime.
If I had a nut allergy, I wouldn't be able to work with you two guys.
No.
By
the way, boys. By the way, I put in the order for the peanut butter cake.
All right.
Oh, good deal.
And it wasn't met with any pushback.
Really?
I said, hey, John and Maddie T would like one of those peanut butter cakes you made last year.
Be much obliged. She doesn't even have to make it. She doesn't even have to make it pretty. It doesn't have to be pretty.
It doesn't have to be in a house shape or anything.
No, yeah. It doesn't.
I would take it just the traditional round.
Just a rectangle.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm fine with that. So, because let's be honest, it's us over here, we're not going to care about how it looks.
No.
We just care about how it tastes. That's really what it's
going to
about.
get destroyed.
Just an old bunt cake would work for you.
Hey, fine with me as long as it tastes amazing. That's really all that matters. So no, I'm excited about that.
I'm wondering this Santa Claus hat. Does it ever get washed?
No.
No. Okay. Can you imagine what that thing smells like?
No, I don't, and I don't want to.
I don't think anybody wants to. Can you wash? I don't think you can wash a Santa hat.
Oh.
I don't know.
That's a good.
I got to look at the tag.
Dry clean it.
Got to dry clean my Santa hat every single year. But either way, no, I'm excited about that cake, and that's the great thing about Christmas too is all the treats that come along with it.
When do y'all want this cake?
ASAP.
Yeah, whenever.
All right, so like Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, I'll be fine with that.
I'll get it done.
Yeah, and
I'll put her to work.
Well, that's what I was about to say. I was like, we of course will go at the timetable that is acceptable by Laura Kraft.
Yeah.
If
so do I.
Yeah, exactly.
So do I.
But as you said, Tommy, before, and I'm sure you tell your wife, move with purpose.
Yes, move with a purpose.
As long as she is moving with the purpose of making that cake, then we will take it no matter
right.
what. So just let her know. But I'm excited about it. This morning, obviously we've been talking a lot so far about the football and the Sam Pittman and his coaching staff, and it's amazing the speculation that people will have trying to figure out who's going to do what and who's going to be these new coordinators and assistant coaches. We don't really have much information, but we'll have a few updates and a few talking points, and we'll get into those here on the other side.
Hey, is your home in Arkansas at least 10 years old and served by OG&E? If it is, they have a free weatherization program to increase your comfort and to lower your bills. A trained crew will perform an energy audit at no cost to you, and if your home qualifies, their crews will come back and install measures like attic insulation, LED light bulbs, weather stripping, advanced power strips, smoke alarms, carbon monoxide detectors, and a whole lot more, and it's absolutely free to qualifying homes. Call 1-800-272-9741. That's 1-800-272-9741 for OG&E's free home weatherization program.
877-377-6963 is the number to call and text in via the Cherokee Casino hotline. More of the Morning Rush coming up next. Stay with us, folks.
Hello, my name is Sean Brazel. I'm with the Fenceman and Quantum Property Services. I'm here to give you the brass tacks and hard facts of what encompassing all of your property needs are. We can help you with your real estate, your property management, your construction, and
your money. Hi, I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox. I'm here to talk to you about maximizing your return on your investment and also helping you get creative with your financing. Please, when you think of Quantum Property Services, Inc., give us a call. at 479-434-6860. That's 479-434-6860. I'm Andy Money Talks Knox.
Brass tacks, hard facts.
Hi, I'm Hector here from La Huertas. We like everything hot. La Huertas, we're fresh. Authentic Mexican food served every day. La Huertas has 4 locations in the Fort Smith area with daily happy hours and a margarita night. Check it out. We're open 7 days a week with draft beer specials. Monday and Thursday night football. We are Fort Smith Authentic Mexican Restaurant. Yes, sir, we are. Fresh homemade flour tortillas. La Huertas. At Rogers and Garrison location. Eat until you hurt. In Fort Smith, La Huertas.
Harry Robinson Buick GMC has over 200 pre-owned vehicles to choose from luxury to economy and everything in between, including over 50 great vehicles with payments under $250 a month, certain to fit your needs and budget. And at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, you always get more for your trade. 50 vehicles with payments under $250 a month at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off I-540 in Fort Smith.
Hello, my name is Sean Brazel. I'm with the Fenceman and Quantum Property Services. I'm here to give you the brass tacks and hard facts of what encompassing all of your property needs are. We can help you with your real estate, your property management, your construction, and
your money. Hi, I'm Andy Money Talks Knox. I'm here to talk to you about maximizing your return on your investment and also helping you get creative with your financing. Please, when you think of Quantum Property Services, Inc., give us a call at 479-434-6860. That's 479-434-6860. I'm Andy Money Talks Knox.
brass tacks, hard facts.
Hi, I'm Hector here from La Huertas. We like everything hot. La Huertas, we're fresh. Authentic Mexican food served every day. La Huertas has 4 locations in the Fort Smith area with daily happy hours and a margarita night. Check it out. We're open 7 days a week with draft beer specials. Monday and Thursday night football. We are Fort Smith Authentic Mexican Restaurant. Yes, sir, we are. Fresh homemade flour tortillas. La Huertas. At Rogers and Garrison location. Eat until you hurt. In Fort Smith, La Huertas.
Harry Robinson Buick GMC has over 200 pre-owned vehicles to choose from luxury to economy and everything in between, including over 50 great vehicles with payments under $250 a month, certain to fit your needs and budget. And at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, you always get more for your trade. 50 vehicles with payments under $250 a month at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off I-540 in Fort Smith.
And Tommy Kraft.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Subscribe to the Morning Rush Podcast wherever podcasts are found.
Listen to the fire.
Welcome back to the Morning Rush here on a Football Friday, presented by Harry Robinson Buick GMC.
The lowest prices ever. Right now, only $16,999 for Buick Encores. These are the lowest prices they've ever had. The most popular Buick model right now is the Encore. They sell more of these than anything else. 4-year, 50,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. 6-year, 70,000-mile powertrain warranty, and the lowest price ever on Buick Encores. 2019 models, $16,999. It's all at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, where you always get more for your trade. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
We've been hot and heavy with phone calls and text messages this week for obvious reasons via the Cherokee Casino hotline. And I know this individual has been trying to get through all week long, but we have been unable to get to him until now. Let's go to the Cherokee Casino hotline. Craig is in Deer. What's going on, Craig?
Hey, guys. Good morning. How are y'all?
We're doing great, man. How about yourself?
Got a little bit of a cold, but I'm happy to be me. Life's good, man.
That's good to hear.
Hey, I don't know if anybody's explored this angle, but it's, my boy played college ball, and I know that tug. But here's Chad Morris was the death penalty for Arkansas. It's that bad in my opinion. I mean, he was like Butch Jones, or was the death penalty for Tennessee. He was the death penalty. But here's what was going on this year as just an observer. He had a son. He wants that boy to play ball. There's no way KJ Jefferson, anybody was going to get a chance to shine, because when his kid came in, he had to get his kid on the field. Gus Malzahn having to have that kid rated high on his pecking order, so why do you think Chad is now the OC at Auburn? You really think that clown can lead Auburn's offense? And so they wanted Chad's boy. That's why Chad's there. And everybody, what's going on with the quarterback at Arkansas? What's going on with the quarterback at Arkansas? Well, Chad he's blown that position up because he thinks he's got another year in the bank. So when his kid gets here, he can get him on the field. If KJ had shined like he can, there's no way. You follow the conflict that was going to ensue. He's wanting his boy on the field. He's got a quarterback that might be better. So the whole thing got imploded over that. And nobody seems to be talking about that. The dude was flying home on weekends to watch his kids play ball. He was obsessed with his son, and I get that. My boy played baseball at Penn State. I don't care what his scholarship was. I spent way more money flying to go watch him play baseball than he ever made on scholarship. But the point is that's what was going on, in my opinion. The whole thing got jury-rigged to try to get Chandler Morris, I think his name was, on the field next year. And Chad didn't have enough money in the bank to hang on another year to get him here. So that's just my little 2 cents worth. But this death penalty thing, this guy was a clown from day one. I knew he was a clown from day one. And Bo, whatever that guy that they went up and did their podcast deal, they were all laughing at Jeremy Pruitt being an idiot. And I'll admit, I wouldn't have hired him based on his command of the English language. However, just because Morris, that carpetbagger, had a great pitch, they thought he was going to be the greatest coach ever, and his whole career was based on one thing: get my son on the field. Yeah. And watch what happens in Auburn.
Can you be a carpetbagger and be from? Hang on. Can you be a carpetbagger and be from Texas?
Well, you know what? Yes, you can.
I'm just checking.
You have to check the lineage out. It's shag carpet.
Shag.
Yeah, remember, it's shag carpet.
Or Chad carpet.
Chad
carpet.
That's what Arkansas got. Literally, this thing's gonna. I believe Pittman's a good hire, but my gosh, man, this program's in horrible shape right now.
I hear what you're talking. Listen, Craig, I hear what you're saying, and I don't think everything you're saying is that far fetched. But what we're doing here is we're on our first date with a really good-looking woman, and we're talking about her ex-wife.
Well, you know what? I'll agree. The best strategy when riding a dead horse is to dismount.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Yeah.
So
we got at least a moderately decent-looking woman sitting across the table from us here at the Outback with a bloomin' onion between us, and we're talking about our ex-wife. So we probably just need to move on in the conversation.
I'll agree. It might be because the last one drove me to the liquor store. I'm trying to get that out of my system, so I don't know. But
now that's fair.
Y'all have a good day.
I hear what you're saying.
Y'all have a good one.
Hey,
you
appreciate
too,
it, Craig. Appreciate it, Craig. And I agree with what you're saying, Tommy, about that. But I want to just real quick add to the conspiracy theory of Craig. Yeah, get the music going. This is something that I've talked with some friends about too, and I know that's been mentioned. I think that from the very get-go, Chad Morris was sent in as a plant of Gus Malzahn to fail at Arkansas. Because, if you remember...
now he's getting his reward by being on staff at Auburn.
Yes, and getting his son to come to Auburn. Because when they wanted Malzahn bad, he said no, but let me make a recommendation, which is true. He recommended Chad Morris. He suggested Chad Morris. And as a divisional opponent and a foe, I would probably want all the other schools to fail as miserably as they possibly could to boost myself up. So Gus Malzahn, knowing Chad Morris, said, okay, man, just go in there, make your money, do awful, and then I'll make sure you get rewarded at the end. You won't last very long, but that's okay. We'll get you back. And that's exactly what he did. He sent Chad Morris in. He failed miserably on purpose. You saw the results. It almost ended Arkansas. They have to climb out of this ditch big time, and now he is reaping the rewards of being his offensive coordinator. His son's going to go to Auburn, and now Chad Morris is going to flip that switch and actually get it going as an offensive coordinator there. How's that for a conspiracy?
Again, she's not bad looking. She's sitting right across the table from you. And all you're doing is talking about your ex-wife.
Well, can't this be like a therapy session a little bit here on the Morning Rush? You got to talk about all the issues and all your past and what you've gone through.
Any minute now, one of her friends is going to call with some emergency. She's looking at her phone. Any minute now, this date's going to be over. So, we can see how this is going.
Yeah. Well, which we found out that your ideal date would be at the Outback with a bloomin' onion.
Well,
that shows you how long.
Hey, what's wrong with a bloomin' onion?
Hey, nothing's wrong with a bloomin' onion.
Is that what sealed the deal with Mrs. Kraft? Is that what sealed the deal?
No. I'm still trying to seal the deal.
Still working on that.
Still working on that.
Yeah. The only thing that's wrong with the bloomin' onion is the calorie count. That thing,
yeah,
it's got like 1,500 calories, but it's amazing.
God, it's romantic,
half of it.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's so romantic.
Yeah.
So romantic. But no, that's what I learned in that whole thing. Is that's Tommy's ideal date right there.
Well,
nothing wrong with the bloomin' onion. Nothing wrong with
it was a pretty good analogy, boys. I thought I brought my A game on that
Hey,
one. Here y'all are
I'm
making
taking notes, Tommy.
Yeah. Again, I'm not hating on it because I love some bloomin' onion. I love some Outback Steakhouse. So that was fantastic. Let's go back to the Cherokee Casino Hotline. Danny's in Russellville. What's going on, Danny?
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Let's just close the book on Chad Morris.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's move on. He was a good recruiter, but he obviously surrounded himself with bad coaches. And I have faith, Hunter, here, Chad, that he is going to get the right guy. He did with the basketball team. It's these assistant coaches are critical because we know Pittman can recruit, and we've got some good players up there. We're not as bad as our record. They say, you are what your record is, but really, can we be that bad? Losing to San Jose State? No, we're not that bad. We're just dysfunctional, and I trust Pittman to get the right coaches in here. And he's a little behind the 8 ball on recruiting, but guess what? That's the way it is. That we'll just make the best of it.
That's
but
right.
I feel like this is probably rock bottom, right?
Well, we've been saying that.
I would say that you're starting to at least crawl out of rock bottom because rock bottom to me was the second after the Western Kentucky game ended because you still didn't. We all knew that he was going to get fired, I think, at that point, but you just didn't know when. And you were the laughing stock. Everyone was laughing at you across the nation for like the 8th time since Chad Morris had taken over. So I think that you're starting to at least get out of it. It started with the firing of Chad Morris. You're no longer at rock bottom because you're at least doing the change. Now you got you a coach that Razorback fans are excited about. Seems like he's really working hard here in the early going. So you're crawling out of the bottom, but that was definitely the bottom over the past few weeks.
I'm sure that Morris will do good at Auburn. They got great talent. I'm not worried about what he does over there. Or Lane Kiffin at Ole Miss. I'm worried about Arkansas.
That's right.
That's, we're in the toughest division in the toughest conference in America, and it's tough. So we're going to have to get tough, and we got the right guy to do it. And thanks for taking my call, and have a good day.
Hey, always appreciate it, Danny. And I agree with you. This is about Arkansas right now, and they got enough things on their plate that they got to worry about before worrying about any other team in their own division. But, it's just amazing that how just a simple change in coaching can inspire a lot more hope and excitement because, listen, I know that we've had people call in and people text in that have had concerns about Sam Pittman, and that's what we've discussed a little bit today. We will throughout the show, is just as far as your legitimate concerns about Sam Pittman, which I think there are legitimate concerns. But you can just see from the small things, like the fact that Sam Pittman made it very clear he wants to be here. And I know that gets talked about a lot, but Arkansas hasn't had a coach like that in quite some time. I mean, did you ever get the feeling that this was Brett Bielema's? He wanted this to be his last job. This is the best place he wanted to be. Maybe there for a bit.
Yeah, but Bielema was in his 40s when he was hired at Arkansas. Sam Pittman's 58 years old. It makes sense that this would be his last crowning achievement here, the crown jewel of his football coaching career.
Right. But did you ever get the feeling that Bielema was going to be an Arkansas guy? He was going to become an Arkansas guy? He was all about the Arkansas. I never got that vibe.
I thought he was trying real hard.
Well, maybe. I just never got that vibe. I know Chad Morris for sure wasn't.
I mean, he tried like hell to drink all the vodka on Dixon Street.
Yes, he did.
I mean, he tried to be one of us.
Because that's what we do here.
He tried to drink all the bourbon down there.
Yeah, get those white Russians over there. Yeah, we tried to.
We
but,
tried.
I guess at the end he's having to do it in Boston now. But either way, it's just that's the one thing that I know about Sam Pittman is that the guy wants to be here. He's excited about it. And I can tell you that just from the Razorback fans' reactions, when he got up there and he started getting choked up, again, not talking about his wife, not talking about the journey he's been on, talking about Arkansas. Oh. That resonates a lot with Razorback fans.
Hey, this time of the year is hectic. Lots of things to do, places to go, and Southern Tire Mart can get you there and get you there safe and save you money on America's most trusted tire brands like Michelin and BF Goodrich. Take advantage of Southern Tire Mart's $29.95 oil change, which includes a thorough 27-point vehicle inspection. Go see Southern Tire Mart, I-540 exit 14 in the River Valley with quality Michelin and BF Goodrich tires and the best in-class service. Michelin, BF Goodrich, and Southern Tire Mart.
We have a text in from Todd in Fort Smith. He says, have we already talked about potential OCs and DC prospects? Oh, we did yesterday. I don't think anything's changed. You know, I know that, of course, Barry Odom's the hot and heavy name for the defensive coordinator position. And we had, I guess it was Tom on yesterday that was talking a few about possible offensive coordinator. That Chip Long connection's always an interesting one. Not saying that there's any direct connection or any sort of friendship there, but
the connection between Pittman and Long is the one that I haven't connected that dot yet. Have you?
No, there's not, because there's not really a true connection.
Chip Long was at Arkansas when Petrino was here as a GA. He went to Memphis. He's been around. It's kind of in the Norvell tree, so to speak, I guess. He's not really I don't know where the Sam Pittman cross would be. That's why I don't know. It's interesting news. Chip Long's got an Arkansas tie. We will see.
Still think that the Jay Johnson angle, he's the offensive coordinator up at Colorado. He was pretty much the assistant offensive coordinator there at Georgia when Sam Pittman was there. That seems maybe more likely.
Still wouldn't rule out Jim Chaney.
Oh, I know. It's almost like I just don't want Jim Chaney, so I don't want to talk about Jim Chaney.
Again, trust goes a long ways.
I know. But can you really think of any great offenses that they've had when they were together?
Man, that dude coached Drew Brees. What more do you want?
Well, Chad Morris coached Deshaun Watson, and what did that get you? Taj Boyd, what did that get you? So
I'm not saying it's going to be Jim Chaney. I'm just saying don't discount that.
Yeah. Oh, I know, and I'm not discounting it. Again, I'm just kind of being hopeful for something different. I like a little mix. I like a little change.
And I don't think Chaney's bad.
No. I think you can do a lot worse than Chaney.
Yeah.
No doubt. I mean, you've had worse than Chaney.
Yep.
I'm just saying that for the sake of variety, I feel like we've seen the Chaney-Pittman combination already. Not saying it was awful, but
here's the thing. I think if Chaney and Bielema would have found a way to coexist and Bielema would have got his ego out of the way, things would have worked well. Pittman would have stayed. Chaney would have stayed another year or two. Who knows what would have been possible at that point. Chaney's departure led to Pittman's departure, which led to the whole unraveling of the whole Bielema era.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, Enos was a fine OC. Now, the problem was Enos and Pittman didn't philosophically agree on blocking schemes.
That's right.
So that's where it all came apart.
Mm-hmm. In fact, Enos was really the only hire that Bielema made where I feel like he replaced who he had originally hired with someone as good or better.
But the problem was square peg, round hole with your O-line coach. Who
can't have that.
In the end, O-line coach more important than offensive coordinator, as it turned out, in hindsight.
Yeah. And the guy you replaced Sam Pittman with was not. It wasn't even like he was just average. Like, no, he was the other end of the spectrum when it came to offensive line coaches with Kurt Anderson. So, yeah, it was just bad all around. So, I don't know. Yeah, Jim Chaney's still going to be in the mix. But, again, I'm kind of like most Razorback fans, just hoping to see something different. All right, I always get a little uneasy when we have this, but we'll see how it goes. We have the Silver Surfer who's on the phone lines. Yeah, what's going on, the Silver Surfer?
Good morning, fellas. How are you today?
Oh, we're doing pretty good, Silver Surfer. How about you?
Good. Tommy, I'm going to agree 100% with you. It's time to kick the ex-wives out the door and let's get to talking about the new girlfriend.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't care. You know, it matters very little as to what all kind of conspiracies and everything else is going to come down the rack. I'm going to tell you something as an Arkansas fan that I'm excited about right now. For 3 years, I've refused to even go to a game and buy a ticket. And right now, I'm ready to buy a ticket and go to a game next year. I'm a private individual who owns his own business, and so it's expensive for me to buy season tickets. But I'm kind of excited about what we've got with Pittman, what he can lead to. I was excited about a couple of the other guys, but I was speculative. And right now, I've got a lot better feeling about the way Pittman can lead this thing. You know, I got a couple questions that I'd like to hear from coaches to call in from you and kids, if they're out there listening. Again, it's time to kick the ex-wife out and let's find out where we're going. What's the, you know, I already get a feeling that we're going to have a positive recruiting session out of Arkansas for Arkansas kids, where we've been letting too many of these people go. We're hearing their names on TV on other teams. Come on. And the second thing is, what do the coaches and the kids think about this? You know, I absolutely despise Jeff Long for everything he was worth. That was one of the reasons I quit going to the games, even with Bielema. It was a bad situation all the way from the very beginning. And here we go. We've got people that want to care about and are thinking about the Razorbacks for a change instead of about the almighty dollar. Look at his contract. That's just a telling point. Mm-hmm. And, you know, we heard it all when Chad Morris come in, that he was going to, you know, he had these meetings all over the state with the coaches and the kids. And then he didn't put any of them on the team. He let the best ones go. What happened to that? And I'm kind of anxious to see whether or not Pittman's going to actually get out there and have these, see what his rapport is with the coaches and the kids, and then see where we're going to go. But you know what? I hate to say it, we may be on our 34th marriage, but I think I like this one a lot better. And Tommy, you're right. Kick the old thing to the curb and let's get on to the new one.
34th marriage, but the third wife had 8 personalities, so that counts for 8. So there you go.
Appreciate the phone call, Silver Surfer. Yeah. Hey, I was skeptical, but that was a good call by the Silver Surfer.
Solid. I think that's Silver Surfer's first time to ring up the program.
Hopefully he's a first-time caller, long-time listener.
Right.
You know, like the old adage
Don't
goes.
be a last-time caller.
That's right. That's right. But
you're
you know,
welcome back.
Here in this industry, though, when someone calls in with a nickname you've never heard,
it makes us a little uneasy.
Yeah, a little button trigger happy there. So, yeah, it was a good call.
Good call
Silver,
there.
Sir.
Very
good
solid.
call. Yeah. So.
Hey, holidays just around the corner, and if you're thinking about smoked meats for your Christmas gathering, or maybe you're trying to do a last-minute catering for your office or family get-together, Arts Barbecue can take care of everything for you. Call Wade at 479-452-2550. If it's a fried turkey you want for this year's family gathering, boom, they can do it. They'll even take care of getting the turkey and doing all that. All you got to do is make a phone call. They'll take care of that. If you want to do like a prime rib or a beef tenderloin, or you want to do a pork loin or something, you know, that's not ham or turkey, they can do that. So all the traditional favorites they do. If you want to do something that's a little bit different or unique, they can do that as well. They do a lot of prime ribs and beef tenderloins at Christmas as well. Plus a lot of great side options. Of course, their traditional stuff with the baked beans, the potato salad. They got a mac and cheese on the menu now. They can do just about anything you need for your menu. Arts Barbecue, 479-452-2550. Call Wade. They'll get your menu set and get you ready for the holidays with Arts Barbecue and Burgers.
Squeezing in another phone call here on the Cherokee Casino Hotline. JR's in Marshall. What's going on, JR?
Hey, guys. How y'all doing this morning?
Good, man. How about you?
Doing good. Doing good. What's the window for Boyd to make up his mind on what he's wanting to do? Is there a cutoff date for him to decide whether or not he's going to forego and go pro? Or
January, it's usually around the 15th, but John's feverishly typing into the Google machine here. And then there's the point where
another question
depending on if you haven't hired an agent, you can pull back out. So,
okay. The other question I got, as far as scholarships go, I mean, has anybody looked and seen what's going to be available as far as, Cam Curl, does that free up the scholarship with him leaving out? Or?
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
With him foregoing it, that's him. That opens up a scholarship, and also January 14th is the deadline.
And that's been a complaint. JR is particularly by Nick Saban, who's not going to be in the title game this year. Is the players that play in the college football playoff, and particularly the title game, which is on the 13th, have no time to really contemplate this following that game. Title game on the 13th, deadline, John, you said it's the 14th. That's something I think they need to look at, honestly. Best players are generally on the best team, playing in the biggest game. You get one day. That doesn't seem to – that just doesn't feel right, does it? So that's something that they need to look at. There's also another day they can pull their name back out without hiring an agent, too.
Oh, by the way, sorry.
So there's not going to be – is there some attrition that's going to take place, do we think, on the roster? Or what do you think is going to happen on that part? Is the team –
Yeah. So, and by the way, sorry, they can start 14th. January 20th is when is actually the deadline.
The deadline, so they can open it. Opens on the 14th, ends on the 20th. All right.
Yeah, so I had to.
So it's the 20th.
Yeah, I had to recheck that. But I think that there will be. I think that there will be some of the changes, and some of the movement there on the roster.
And one thing Arkansas is going to have to be careful, and I don't know what the numbers are exactly, but they've had so much roster turnover. That APR number, that rolling 4-year average is going – you kind of wonder what the math works out to. And is Arkansas going to have some problems there?
Yeah.
You got to be careful
Appreciate it, JR.
about forcing turnover because you get a point for retention and a player leaving eligible and, eligibility and retention are big things there.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to retain those points when it comes to your APR. Arkansas has given up some stuff lately.
Yeah, and so far they really haven't had a whole mass of transfers just yet. I think a lot of the players are waiting to see assistant coaches and all that, which is a good thing, knock on wood, that they're not going to get to that point. But still, we'll have to wait and see exactly what some of these players are going to decide to do. Hey, Rhodes Chevrolet, David Neal wants to invite you to take home your new car or truck from Rhodes Chevy. It is employee discounts for all month long, and remaining 2019 Silverado Z71 crew cabs up to $15,000 off, as well as the new 2020 Chevrolet Equinox is up to $6,000 off. So don't wait. It's the gift that keeps on giving over at Rhodes Chevrolet, exit 2A off I-540 in Van Buren, RHODES Chevrolet.com. See dealer for more details at Rhodes Chevrolet. 877-377-6963 is the number to call or text into the Cherokee Casino hotline. We'll get to more of your phone calls coming up next in the second hour of the Morning Rush.
Hi, this is Jan. Thanks for calling Toyota.
Hi, Jan. I heard Toyotathon is on.
It sure is. We've got great year-end deals on Camry, RAV4, Tundra, Highlander, and more. Do you hear that?
That would be my mom. I'm home for the holidays, and apparently she's still eavesdropping on my calls like she used to.
Oh, what was that again about year-end deals?
Mom.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
Okay. And did I mention every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan? It's happening again.
Dad, hang up the phone.
Toyotathon is on now. Come in today. Bring your mom.
During Toyotathon, qualified buyers can get 0% APR financing for 60 months or a total bonus of $3,500 on a new 2020 Toyota Tundra Special Edition. Toyota, let's go places. Visit buyatoyota.com for details. Offers available in select states and N1620. Toyota Care covers normal factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. See participating dealer for coverage details.
World-class trout fishing is the star of the show at Gaston's White River Resort, where a few days away from all the worries and stress will make all right in your world. Gaston's has friendly, experienced guides to help you land your limit. Enjoy your stay at Gaston's in one of their private cottages or reserve a lodge for up to 20 people. Call now and let Gaston's help you plan your next getaway on the White River. 870-431-5202. That's 870-431-5202. Or learn more at Gastons.com. Gaston's, a first-class time every time.
Hey there, this is Travis Tollett from Williams Tractor.
As the calendar winds down, Williams Tractor is winding up the savings on your favorite color, True Blue. During the True Blue sales event going on now at Williams Tractor, take advantage of 0% financing, cashback options, and other year-end specials on select New Holland tractors, hay and forage products, and material handling equipment. Get in on all the True Blue savings now at Williams Tractor in Fayetteville, Berryville, or Bobcat of Northwest Arkansas and Rogers. But hurry in, the deal's in when the year does, on December 31st.
Your number one Arkansas fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Jerry Roller Insurance is a winning combination. We'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Call Jerry Roller Insurance today at 479-785-5555 or visit their website at jerryroller.com. Again, that's 479-785-5555 or visit their website at jerryroller.com.
Wave Rural Connect is bringing state-of-the-art fiber, internet, TV, and phone services right into your home. Get amazing fast fiber internet, 100 megabits for only $49.95 per month, or 1 gigabit for only $79.95 per month. TV packages from the basics to our amazing altered TV, starting at $32.95. Fiber phone services start at $29.95. Go to waveruralconnect.com to find out if we are installing in your area, or call 1-833-4-WAVE-RC. Arkansas Valley Electric Cooperative and Wave Rural Connect, changing the communities we serve.
The second location for Whole Hog Cafe in Fort Smith is now open, located on the east side of town on Phoenix Avenue next to Dollar General and across from Interstate Batteries. Serving that award-winning Memphis-style barbecue and all your favorite sides, Monday through Saturday, 11 till 8. Pickup orders for Whole Hog Cafe Phoenix Avenue can be placed at 646-2495 or at wholehogfortsmith.com. Whole Hog Cafe's second location on Phoenix Avenue is now open.
December is trading time at Rath Auto Resources. Hi folks, Larry Rath here with our last big promotion of the year. Trading time. With tax season just around the corner, we need your trade. So we're giving up to $3,300 above Kelley Blue Book value when you trade your old ride for a nicer, newer car from our Rath Road Ready inventory. We'll even buy your car. That extra money can go a long way toward helping you get more car or reducing your monthly payment. Plus, if you're one of those waiting on a tax refund, your wait is over. Ask one of our friendly, non-commissioned solution specialists how our TaxMax program can get you access to your money now. If you're keeping the car you have, let us get it ready for the new year with buy 3, get 1 free on all tires or a basic oil change for only $24.95 in our Meineke Car Care Center. Start driving better today with Arkansas's #1 rated and reviewed used car dealer, Rath Auto Resources, and the Meineke Car Care Center. 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, or online, rathauto.com.
Requires bank approval. Vehicle purchase price affects trade allowance.
Massey Ferguson tractors have arrived at Bush Machine and Tractor. They're proud to be the newest Massey Ferguson dealer in western Arkansas, providing you with a full lineup of versatile tractors. They're built with straightforward power, smart fuel economy, and upgraded control and comfort. Stop by and find a new Massey Ferguson perfectly sized for your property or farm at Bush Machine and Tractor in Fort Smith, or visit them online at bushtractor.com.
Did you invest in real estate only to find out that real estate takes up too much of your time? If you answered yes, then it's time to make a call to the experts. With more than 30 years of combined property management experience and more than 16,000 units managed, Trinity Multifamily are the ones to call. Get your life back. Call Trinity Multifamily at 479-452-1817 or online at trinitymultifamily.com. Trinity Multifamily, your teammate in the real estate game.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
Partly sunny sky today. Our high temperatures this afternoon will be in the low 50s. We will see an increase in the clouds tonight. And overnight low in the mid to upper 30s. Lots of sunshine with us on Saturday, our high upper 40s. And then Sunday we could see a slight chance of rain, our high just over 50 degrees. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
You're listening to The Morning Rush live from the Bush and Bushlight Studios on ESPN 95.3 KERX Paris Fort Smith. Broadcasting live from the Toyota Studios, this is The Morning Rush.
I mean, I don't know anything about football, but I think everybody in the department's really happy and excited. We've left him alone. He's out recruiting and trying to get a staff together, so he certainly doesn't need to talk to to the basketball coach right now, but I look forward to developing a relationship with him. And I've read and watched all the stuff you guys have done and really intrigued with some of the things that he does recruiting.
With John Neighbors
Every time you put a mic in my face, I'm going to say Arkansas.
and Tommy Kraft.
I'm not known as a guy who gets hand cramps when I'm writing checks.
Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good morning.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
The Morning Rush starts right now.
1 hour down, 2 hours to go. Appreciate everybody listening in on this beautiful day here in the great state of Arkansas. John Neighbors, Tommy Kraft, Maddie T in studio with you as well. And thank you, as always, for making us a part of your morning this morning here on a Football Friday, presented by Harry Robinson Buick GMC.
Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith, the end-of-year sales event right now at Harry Robinson, the lowest prices ever. This isn't a gimmick or a promotion, just truly big savings, including 2020 GMC Terrains, the lowest price ever, only $21,999. The perfect mid-size SUV with all the room for your family and all the Christmas gifts this year. It's great on gas mileage as well, and perfect on the price, just $21,999. At Harry Robinson Buick GMC, exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith. Clay Henry off today, back on Monday, so no sage words of wisdom from Clay Henry today on the Friday edition of the Morning Rush.
Sage? What does that mean? Sage words of wisdom?
Yes. Means exactly what I said.
What's a sage word?
Means full of knowledge.
Oh.
Full of wisdom.
Okay.
Sage advice. Something you can count on.
So you're saying that I should go to Clay Henry for advice on things?
Well, I think Clay's a pretty good well of knowledge, yeah.
Okay. I'll have to tell him that.
Yeah.
You know, we don't say that when he's actually on the air.
That's exactly the way he wrote it. So I'm just reading from the script.
Checks in the mail. Yeah. Well, that's the thing is we never say the nice things about him when he's on the air. We have to wait until he's gone to be able to say those things. But yes, he is off today. We'll be back next week. So still listen to us, though. I know that a lot of people are probably turning their stations right now, but still listen to us, and we'll still try to make it fun here this morning. Let's go back to the Cherokee Casino hotline. Snook is on the phone, like the fish. What's going on, Snook?
What's going on, guys? I got a couple questions, but I first want to start this Friday off with a little fun. That little impression from a caller known across the state. Maddie T might be familiar. So, yeah, if you know this caller, you grade me on a scale of 1 to 10, okay?
Okay.
This is Sterling from Centery with the truth. At Double B, you can get $400 for $1, and that's the truth.
That was pretty good.
Pretty good.
That was pretty good, Snook.
Pretty good Sterling right there.
Well, you know, I've been practicing it up, waiting for my big moment. I'm just glad I captured it. So thank you, guys.
Well, you did a good job on it, Snook. We'll give you a good grade on that one.
All right. So, real talk here. I was pretty pumped about Coach Stepp being kept because of the level of talent that he's been able to convince to come to Arkansas. And so that was a big positive, I thought. Ultimately, I kind of wanted to transition to basketball with Musselman and let John do a little research. When's the last time we've had a top 5 or top 10 basketball recruiting class in Arkansas?
Oh, man, you probably have to go way, 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 way back. I think that the highest they've had, at least here, and when sites like Rivals and 247 have been taking notes and taking the rankings of it, the highest they ever had was the number 10 class. And that was the year where they had B.J. Young, Hunter Mickelson, Kai Madden, and I'm sure, of course, Devontae Abram was on there as well. That was the highest that they had in the modern era of rankings. So they've never, if you could want to say as far as when they've actually ranked them, they've never had a top 5 class.
What do you think that he would have the same luck or same skill that he'd have? And let's just say we were 2-6 right now. Do you think he still has that ability to convince young men to come play for the Razorbacks? Because I think that the 8-1 start definitely had a little bit of motivation behind these guys for committing to Musselman that quick.
Well, I think it's a combination of a few things, and I'm not trying to take anything away from Musselman, but it's also good timing that you had such a fantastic class in the state of Arkansas at one time. This doesn't happen all the time, where you had essentially 5 4-star and above players coming from the state, so that was obviously very helpful. But I wouldn't think necessarily the record, but the excitement and the level of attention that's being paid to the basketball program, I think has also really opened up some eyes for some of these players too. Because so who knows if whoever the coach was, or if it was still Mike Anderson or whoever, I'm sure a few of these kids would still end up at Arkansas because they wanted to be Razorbacks. They want to play for Arkansas. It means a lot to them. So I'm not saying that all of them would have showed up no matter what, but I do believe that Eric Musselman and how he handles it, how he coaches, how these games have gone, how his philosophy is, and the amount of excitement that are surrounding the program definitely added into the mix of some of these players deciding to play for the Razorbacks.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I say it came at the right time, and it's going to only benefit us because of the kind of, you said, the luck of the draw, having this type of a class in Arkansas in his first year. But some of the coaching points that he does, I love the way that he coaches. I love his fire and his passion for it. The only scrutiny I think down the line he may face is his philosophy on timeouts. And I know, I'm not one to judge him. He's 8-1 and everything's going great. But I can see later on down the line that becoming a talking point for y'all on the show.
Yeah. Well, I think that, listen, those timeouts, something as simple as that, has always been a talking point because Mike Anderson would always take a timeout, and appreciate the phone call. Yep. He would always take a timeout when at the end of the game during a big play or whatnot, if they had the ball, he would always take a timeout. And when it didn't work, people would criticize it. And I'm sure it'll be the same way for Eric Musselman, that if he does not take a timeout at the end and it doesn't work out, people are going to criticize and say, well, you should have taken a timeout. Hindsight's always going to be 20/20. But here's the thing. When the times that it does work, times that it does look good, time of all of that, like, for instance,
Georgia Tech.
Exactly. When they hit the game winner, 3, do you think that they would have had that set up if they called a timeout? Do you think that shot would have gone in if they called a timeout? Maybe.
Yeah, we'd have never had Thanksgiving.
That's right. Never. Oh, I thought we were over that. Never would have had Thanksgiving.
Nope.
But the point is that you can criticize things, and it's going to be criticized. But as far as something like that goes, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's mainly about the rest of the game that people need to be interested in the most. So, hey, listen, excitement's surrounding Razorback basketball right now. And it's funny, the coaching search for football overtook the fact that they lost that game on Saturday, their first loss of the season, in overtime against Western Kentucky. So, really didn't even get a chance to talk about. But now they have another opportunity coming up tomorrow at Bud Walton Arena. So, we'll see if they can get back on the winning track.
Yeah, I just wonder how they feel about these long stretches. I know finals, you're kind of ending the end of the academic semester, and you always set your schedule up a little bit different, but this is a couple of weeks of Saturday-only games. I bet the players aren't liking it a whole lot just because practices are probably a little more intense. The conditioning is probably a little more intense. He said it was going to be like a boot camp is how he described it. I would imagine, particularly early in the week, it's not been the most delightful, particularly coming off of a loss. In the end, no one likes to lose, and he said he's been living in the pool house because of the loss. I don't know if that's true or not, but I would imagine a loss might actually pay more dividends than a win over Western Kentucky. Again, no one likes to lose, but it's probably sharpened everyone's focus a little more going into these, I think, what are critical weeks of development. Here is you're really getting closer to conference play. These are some big weeks here.
That's what you're hoping for, is that it'll sharpen things rather than take a turn and start losing games.
This team was never going undefeated anyway, so a loss on the road at Western Kentucky is not the worst thing in the world. Hey, the Kevin Hickey Law Partners want to say Merry Christmas, and if you're going through a divorce, child custody issue, DHS, or criminal matter, this could be a hard time of the year at the holidays to deal with these things. You need an experienced, aggressive attorney in your corner that's seen it all and has dealt with it all. Locations in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley to help you with all your legal matters. That's where you'll find Kevin Hickey Law Partners. 479-434-2414 in the River Valley, or 479-802-6560 in Northwest Arkansas. Find out more about Kevin and his law partners online at kevinhickeylaw.com. That's kevinhickeylaw.com.
877-377-6963 is the number to call or text into the Cherokee Casino hotline. More of the Morning Rush coming up next.
This is Football Friday.
Hello, my name is Sean Brazel. I'm with the Fenceman and Quantum Property Services. I'm here to give you the brass tacks and hard facts of what encompassing all of your property needs are. We can help you with your real estate, your property management, your construction, and
your money. Hi, I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox. I'm here to talk to you about maximizing your return on your investment and also helping you get creative with your financing. Please, when you think of Quantum Property Services, Inc., give us a call at 479-434-6860. That's 479-434-6860. I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox.
brass tacks, hard facts.
Hi, I'm Hector here from La Huertas. We like everything hot. La Huertas, we're fresh, authentic Mexican food served every day. La Huertas has 4 locations in the Fort Smith area with daily happy hours and a margarita night. Check it out. We're open 7 days a week with draft beer specials. Monday and Thursday night football. We are Fort Smith Authentic Mexican Restaurant. Yes, sir, we are. Fresh, homemade flour tortillas. La Huertas. At Rogers and Garrison location. Eat until you hurt. In Fort Smith, La Huertas.
Harry Robinson Buick GMC has over 200 pre-owned vehicles to choose from luxury to economy and everything in between, including over 50 great vehicles with payments under $250 a month, certain to fit your needs and budget. And at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, you always get more for your trade. 50 vehicles with payments under $250 a month at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off I-540 in Fort Smith.
Call 484-9888 and Kohler & Green Insurance in Van Buren. Call 474-9888 and online kohlergreen.com.
Evans Body Shop would like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and a blessed New Year. We truly appreciate all of our customers, staff, friends, and family for their continued support and dedication. We could not do what we do without our dedicated staff and loyal customers, and we are truly blessed. Please drive safely during this most wonderful time of the year and enjoy the moments with your loved ones. If you do find yourself in an accident, we hope you will remember us at Evans Body Shop, 412 Gordon Avenue, Van Buren.
Evans Body Shop, where we meet the nicest people by accident.
Thank you, River Valley, for the 4th consecutive year. You voted Crabtree and Alma the best place to buy an RV. To show our appreciation, we are beginning our Christmas Cash Day sale early. From now through New Year's Eve, you can choose sales tax paid or $1,000 in Christmas cash on the purchase of any RV from Crabtree. And we'll still give you the most for your trade. The best deals of the year are happening now at Crabtree RV in Alma, where your family's dreams come true.
You've worked hard your whole life anticipating the day you could finally retire. If that day is near, there are 5 things you need to do. Spend wisely, understand your retirement plan distribution options, plan for your required minimum distributions, know your Social Security options, and consider phasing. Call Brad Lewis at United Financial Advisors to discuss these steps in detail at 242-7466 or through our website at ufadvisors.net.
Securities and advisory services offered through Royal Alliance Associates, member FINRA SIPC. United Financial Advisors is a marketing destination.
You always get more at Orr.
We always put the customer first at Orr Chevrolet in Fort Smith. Since 1924, the Orr family of dealerships has grown based on one simple principle. Give the customer more money for their trades and give them a lower price on their new vehicle. It's a simple concept, really, but one that very few dealers honor anymore. Hey, we know you paid a lot of money for your vehicle, and Orr Chevrolet wants to pay you the maximum amount for it today. Then we'll give you an awesome price on a new Chevrolet. But we're not done giving you more. Included with any new vehicle sold. Orr Chevy will also give you a lifetime powertrain warranty, 2 years of free maintenance, and free car washes for life. So come get a lower price and more money for your trade today at Orr Chevrolet on Auto Park Drive in Fort Smith and 24/7 at OrChevyFS.com. Chevy, find new roads.
You always get more at Orr.
ESPN 95.3.
Merry Christmas, baby. Should it treat me nice?
The Morning Rush with John Neighbors and Tommy Kraft.
Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
Streaming live at hitthatline.com.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush. We are brought to you by Williams Tractor.
Yeah, the True Blue Savings event going on right now at Williams Tractor. Take advantage of 0% financing, cashback savings, and other year-end specials on select New Holland tractors, hay and forage products, and material handling equipment. Get in on all the True Blue savings right now at Williams Tractor in Fayetteville, Berryville, or Bobcat of Northwest Arkansas in Rogers.
We'll get back to the Cherokee Casino Hotline here in just a second. I wanted to bring this up, though, real quick. I know you don't want to talk about your ex-wife, and you don't want to talk about Chad Morris. You don't want to talk about all that stuff anymore, and I get it. But it was an interesting tweet yesterday that Mike Irwin put out of KNWA and the Pig Trail Nation. I don't know if you saw it, Tommy. But this is the type of stuff that comes out anytime a coach leaves or there's some sort of change or turnover. These are the types of things that kind of gets leaked out now that people don't feel the pressures of having to not say anything. But Mike Irwin tweeted out yesterday that he says, from a coach familiar with Arkansas's workouts the past 2 years, the offense mostly just ran plays over and over and over again with very little time spent on actual coaching. Quarterbacks in particular exhibited poor fundamentals with very little correction. They would just run plays over and over and over again, learn the offense, and that's really the only main goal.
I think Clay said this about a month ago here on the show. So, I mean, Mike tweeted that. I think this is, Clay was talking about this same topic and basically saying the same thing Mike had just said, and you relayed it, was talking with some people that have access to practice, former coaches, and the concern was you were trying to run at such a tempo to get so many plays in, to install offense, to learn offense and learn plays. There was no coaching going on. So when improper technique or just missing an assignment or something wrong was happening on a play, no one was correcting it. And we all thought, and we all missed it because we didn't know, when they were running two fields and on two ends of two fields and four groups at the beginning of the year, oh, this is great. All these players getting all these reps and experience, and coaches were bebopping back and forth to all these groups. Problem was there was no coaching going on, and no one was correcting mistakes. You're just trying to go at rapid speed to run plays. Mm-hmm. And no one was stopping. All right, stop right there. Your technique here on, whoever it was. Pick a, Colton Jackson. I know he's gone from football, but let's use his name. Your footwork there, or where your hands were placed on the defender, need to be here. Or Rakeem Boyd, we need you to move over 6 inches when you're hitting the hole and do this, and then read the block, and then go. Those type of things weren't happening. And then, all right, run it again. Just run the next play.
So you're telling me that they kept running plays over and over and over again, repetitiveness, which, I believe. Yet you still only had 60% of the offense installed for 2 years. For 2 years, you just did nothing but run plays over and over and over again, and it still was only 60% installed? Come on.
Again.
And I now that you mentioned, I do remember Clay when he was bringing it up as well. And it's not surprising. It's just one of those things that, it goes back to this is not me getting on my pedestal, but this also goes back to if there was more access to practices to be able to watch some of this stuff. I'm not saying that we would have been able to point out, wait, this is not going to work.
The media would not have picked up on this.
No. But it's at least something
more media in practice would not have fixed this, John.
I'm not saying it would have fixed it, but at least would have had the message that maybe these are some of the things that are going on in practices of why they're not being able to have any sort of success. Because there was no question that they were losing these games in practice.
No, I agree with that.
They were not ready. They were never prepared. It was, you could just tell that it was the practice or lack thereof that was killing this team.
You had lack of experience on the offensive coaching staff, lack of who was the veteran, the grizzled veteran on the offensive side?
Chad Morris, pretty much.
Barry Lunny would be the closest thing you would have, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody was listening to Lunny or really anybody else. They were just doing what they wanted. Craddock and Morris were just doing what they wanted. Be damned with the consequences. And this was the result.
Mm-hmm. And you could tell that there was no coaching going on.
This was part of Morris just not really knowing what he was doing as a head coach.
Mm-hmm.
And he should have known better as an offensive coordinator to try. You've got to do coaching particularly in August. Coaching has to happen. I'm not saying there was zero coaching going on, but when you're just trying to, hey, let's machine gun through as many plays as we can get through here, somebody's got to correct the errors.
Yeah.
And I think the thought was, well, we'll correct them on film in the meeting room. Well, that's not quite the same as correcting them on the field. And, all right, run it again, and let's see if we can get it right. How many times you played football? I played junior high before I went into radio. But I can tell you, there were many times we'd run the same play 25 times till you, boys, we're going to run it till we get it right.
Yep. Heard that a few times.
31 trap. We're going to run it till we get it right. And we did, till 11 guys could get it right. You know, even the simplest of plays. And it's all about repetition.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're just running through plays trying to install an offense, nobody has repetition enough. So,
but that's also, you're talking about junior high and high school level. Like, that's what they do.
Talking
but
about
you can't do
30
that.
years ago.
Yeah,
I'm talking about what I did 30 years ago at an extremely low level.
Yeah, because you just can't do it that way. And here's the thing that I wondered when I saw this and I was thinking more about it. Do you think that when he was at Clemson, this is all they did? This is how they did it at Clemson?
Did you not pay attention? I mean, you were – again, I think they tried something here because they were trying to get depth built up on that offensive line. I think the idea and the intent was good. We don't have any linemen. We got to get linemen reps in practice. How are we going to do it? Well, we're going to run 4 groups on 2 ends of 2 fields. That's how we're going to do it. Oh, sounds like a good idea. Not realizing we can only do this for so long until we have to start correcting stuff.
I guess so, because my whole thing is that if I'm ever a coach, if I was ever in a position like Chad Morris was when he was at Clemson, obviously Clemson's had a lot of success, tried to mimic that as best as I could. And then when you go to SMU, was it the same thing there too? And again, he didn't have the high-level success, had success nonetheless. But was it just nothing but repetition over and over in practice?
Mm-hmm.
Was that it? Is that all they did? And then when he gets to Arkansas, it just fails so miserably. Those are just the things that just makes me wonder, did when he got to Arkansas as a head coach, which obviously is a lot different than being the head coach at SMU or the coordinator at Clemson, or even when he was at Tulsa, any of his other previous stops. It's a lot different. But in all of his knowledge and in all of his experience and seeing and being a part of programs that have been successful, did he not take what they did to be successful and try to install it into what Arkansas was?
John, he coached Deshaun Watson.
Well, by God. But that's my whole point is, you keep saying you coach these players, that's okay, that's fine, but did you not learn anything from those programs that were able to pull it off, that were able to have an actual decent program being run by a coach?
Hey, listen, here's the thing. They tried something new that had not been tried before, and in the end, it led to part of your failure.
And that's my whole point, is why would you try something new?
That's the point of this conversation is, well, because you didn't have enough linemen last year to get through the season, and they didn't because you don't have enough experience, and now you had at least enough linemen to practice. Let's get these linemen caught up. Let's try to build some depth. Let's try to get this offense in the minds of all of these players.
So is that the way they did it in year 1 too?
No.
So what was the reason in year 1?
The reason they didn't do it?
No, I understand what you're saying is like as far as we don't have the offensive lineman, we don't have the depth, we got to get as many reps as you can. I get that, but why year 1 was it such an epic failure then? Because they had a lot more depth on offensive line.
They ran out of players year 1. Remember, they couldn't even practice. They had like 8 scholarship linemen.
I guess my whole point is that
year 2, this past August, they had numbers where they could practice, so they were trying to get as many players as they could, practice reps, so they could see and evaluate as many players as they could via on the field and on film.
I guess my whole question is
they didn't realize the byproduct of it was nobody was getting coached.
I guess my whole question was in both years you had the same level or lack thereof success. So it's like if it didn't work year 1, why would you do it in year 2?
Well, the key is Sam Pittman won't be doing that.
No. No, he won't. But it's just a matter of understanding. because that's the one thing that I think that a lot of people have to do when it comes to these programs and these changes. You have to understand where you're coming from. You have to understand what you went through, what it was. And since there was never any sort of indication through practices what was going on, Chad Morris in his press conferences never, ever revealed anything that was going on.
Here's all I got to say about that. Do you think Gus Malzahn's going to allow that practice schedule? Hey, we're going to go on 4 ends of the field, and we're just going to go as fast as we can, and we're not going to correct mistakes?
No.
Okay, there you go.
No. I just find it fascinating how, and coaches that go through, again, and have so much experience at different places, if they see something work at one place, I try to install it at another place. But obviously, at the end of the day, they go 4-20 in 2 years. It's an epic failure of epic proportion.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to move on from it. And but it's something
Doesn't sound like you have.
Well, I just find it interesting in trying to understand what it was all going on. And so that way we know where we're at right now.
And don't ever do it again.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly right.
Yeah. Hey, 2019 Buick Encores, the lowest price ever, just $16,999 at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, where you always get more for your trade. These are the lowest prices ever during the end-of-year sales event going on right now. The Buick Encores, the hottest-selling Buick model in the market. You get a 4-year, 50,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty and a 6-year, 70,000-mile powertrain warranty, and it's only $16,999. Harry Robinson Buick GMC, where you always get more for your trade. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
Let's go to the Cherokee Casino hotline. Rod is on I-40. What's going on, Rod?
Good morning, guys. I come today not to praise Chad Morris, but to bury him deeply. And to Auburn, better you than me. I tell you, I think that hiring the right coordinators is key, but it could be Barry Odom. It could be Chaney, but they've got to complement each other. They can't be at odds like the last two guys we had there. And I won't even start with my exes because they both look better than Morse, and they definitely look better than Brett Bielema. But yeah, I mean, I'd like to see these two guys be able to actually work together. Can Sam Pittman get that cohesion going between our defense and our offense, where they actually, kind of blend together a little bit on their styles?
Yeah,
just a little bit.
Well, and here's the thing, Rod. And as always, we appreciate the phone call, man. It's one of the things Sam Pittman said. If you watch that video that they put up on the official Razorbacks Twitter account of him talking to the players, I think he made a very important statement, among many, but a very important statement of saying, essentially, not verbatim, but essentially, you're going to see a lot of me. I'm going to be around you. I'm going to communicate with you. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be visible, and I'm going to talk to you. And to me, I know that they talk about that with coaches and how important it is to make sure the coaches are on the same page, which I agree. But I think it's also very important to make sure that the players are seeing you, the head coach. Even though he's an offensive line guy, I'm sure the linebackers want to see Coach Sam Pittman. The secondary wants to see Sam Pittman. The kickers want to see Sam Pittman. They want to interact with Sam Pittman. They want to hear from Sam Pittman. They want the head coach to come over there when they're working on their drills and whatnot, talk with them, motivate them, encourage them, give them some coaching, whatever it is. That goes a long way. And I think that was another element that's been missing for a while, is just the coach wasn't visible. Head coach was not visible. And I think that Sam Pittman finds value in that because, as he said in his recruiting, I'm going to get to know you. I'm going to annoy you. I am going to be there in your face so much that it's going to be tough to tell me no. Because you're going to get to know me, I'm going to get to know you, and it's going to hurt your feelings to tell me no. That's his whole recruiting pitch. And I think it'll be the same way with him as a head coach with his current roster and the guys that he continues to recruit. And there's a lot more players, and I'm sure it's going to be a lot more difficult for him. But he is going to go, and he is going to do his best to make sure that every one of those players sees him, knows him, feels comfortable with him, feels motivated by him, and feels like that he actually cares about them. And that goes a long way. So I don't see any reason why Sam Pittman can't be that, can't have that, and I don't see any reason why the rest of the players on the roster don't have an issue or don't take any issue and end up being completely and totally fine with that, where they become better players. It just makes sense to me. So I get that you want to have everybody on the same page, but you also want to be visible as a head coach. You got a lot of players to deal with, but you got to be visible. So Fair.
I mean, that's the key is the visibility of it and the connection. That's where Sam Pittman builds the connection. Those players for Chad Morris did not want to go to war for him.
No.
They did not feel an obligation to lay it on the line for their head coach. I think Sam Pittman will have a whole different attitude with his players about, we all the old cliche of they'll run through a brick wall for him. Those guys were going to throw bricks at Chad Morris.
Yes.
I mean, that just for whatever reason, he never got them to trust him. And it starts with trust. And you can't build trust with, name me one person in your life. Name me one person you trust that you don't like.
My barber. I'm joking, but no, I get what you're saying. Yeah, no, I totally agree.
It starts with getting people to like you and getting them to personally want to have a relationship with you, because it starts with like. And if they don't like you to begin with, they'll never trust you.
Yep.
Because there's no one in your life out there that you trust. The people you like is a long list. The people you trust, much smaller list. You like a lot of people that you wouldn't give your bank bag to.
No.
Hey, here's my debit card. Run down to the store. No. There's not very many people you'd hand your debit card over to. A lot of people you like, though. But there's not one person in your life you trust that you don't like. Always starts with like. Right. That's the first thing Sam Pittman's got to do is get all these players to personally buy into him and then trust him.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think he'll have any issue with that given his history with his players.
That's his forte.
Yeah.
His personal relationships.
Yeah, we don't know about how the coaching and all that goes as a head coach. There's a lot of options and a lot of concerns about that. But we do know that his players will play hard for him. That's for sure. Let's go back to the Cherokee Casino Hotline. Tom is in Red Hill.
And I thought you had a stylist, not a barber. I learned something new.
Depends on the day. What's going on, Tom?
Hey, guys, I've been hearing about all these hiring coaches, offense coaches. You guys have been tossing some names around. I'm just curious as to when it's going to happen.
Well, I think that you'll probably at least hear something next week at the latest.
Dead period begins
this
Monday.
Weekend.
I think after, right now you just got to get through the dead period.
Yeah.
Or get to the dead period.
Well, I thought, some of these guys are already available, so I thought we might be hearing it already.
Well,
so
I just don't.
Curious as to why that hadn't happened yet.
I just don't think you have time to be dealing with hiring coaches when you got to get to seeing recruits.
Mm-hmm. And then since next week is the dead period and there will not be the recruiting element to it, I'm sure that's when you'll start seeing all the hires being made official.
All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, Tom.
I think it's just a 24-hour, 24/7 rule. Sam Pittman doesn't get more hours in his day or more days in his week.
Mm-hmm.
And you just don't have precious hours to be spending negotiating contracts with coordinators.
And let's be honest, too, if it wasn't for that early signing period, it probably would make it a little easier. But the sense of urgency is on recruiting right here, right now. You got to get it done.
Yeah.
And I think that
the dead period hits Monday, and that's it.
That's right.
That's all the damage you can do in trying to help this early period.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get your staff together and go at it hard for February.
Let's get into your Hog Update that still has Chad Morris in it.
Arkansas football. It's the players running through the A. Hog hats. It's more than 70,000 fans calling Woo Pig Suey.
It's a great day to be a Razorback.
Guys, I've got just one thing I want to say to you. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Arkansas wins the national championship! The Arkansas Razorbacks have completed the dream season!
This is your Hog Update on the Morning Rush.
All right, it's time for Hog Update presented by Ozark Sportsman Supply.
Christmas is just around the bend. This would be a great weekend to get to the Ozarks, do some shopping before your days are done, because you got this weekend, next weekend. Christmas will be here before you know it. All the best brands, firearm brands from Benelli, Glock, Smith & Wesson, Wilson Combat, Daniel Defense, and a whole lot more. Clothing and footwear brands from UMG, Drake, Carhartt, Columbia, Boutique brands, New Balance, Twisted X, Blowfish, Ariat, and a whole lot more. And they can personalize any gift you want as well. Their new print and embroidery shop can take any shirt, jacket, or any item you want personalized, even if it's just a simple name being embroidered on there. They can do all of that for you in-house now at the Ozarks. Ozark Sportsman Supply and Ozark Outpost Casual Clothing and Footwear. Highway 412 West, barely out of Springdale and Tawnytown.
So for your Hog update, Justin Stepp, the wide receivers coach, looks like he is going to be returning, although it's not had a press release official. It's being reported as official that he will be the wide receivers coach under Sam Pittman. I think a good move by them, especially with the amount of recruiting that he has done and some of the talented wide receivers that they have. It's good for continuity. So good to see him coming back. Also, yesterday, Brad Davis was officially announced from the University of Arkansas as being the new offensive line coach via press release. Also, Cameron Curl has declared for the NFL draft. The defensive back is foregoing his senior year, has not hired an agent yet, so we'll see. But
is this the right move for Cameron Curl?
I mean, if you look at all of the PFFs and all the people who know a lot more about scouting and all that than I do, he graded out tremendously this year. So even though people don't really feel
you wonder how with a defense that was so bad.
Yeah, exactly. But as far as an individual player, though,
I understand.
He looked like it was really good. So who knows? He may come back, but as of right now, he is declared for the NFL draft. Also, Daniel DePrato. I think it's DePrato.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was the assistant special teams coach here last year.
That's right.
He was Barry Lunny was the special teams coordinator. He was his assistant on special teams.
Correct. And he is joining Lonnie and Traylor at UTSA.
As the special teams coach.
Correct. So yeah.
Upgrade for him.
Yeah, so a lot of former Razorback coaches going to be heading down there to UTSA.
Well, there's one. I don't think there's been more than, obviously Lonnie and Traylor, but.
Well, just saying all three of them
right.
are, coaches at Arkansas are all going down there. So who knows? There may be
I don't think they're
more.
Raiding the closet here,
No, I'm not, but they are adding
This isn't
some
like
pieces.
when someone leaves the prize closet open at the radio station inadvertently. It's not.
We have a prize closet?
Good thing you don't know about it, yeah.
Yeah. I'd say all the prizes that we have. I need to know where that's
I think we're getting looted.
Well, it's not from me. Yeah. It's not from me.
Hey, I want to tell you about Gaston's White River Resort. 40% off with winter rates right now at Gaston's. You don't want to miss this opportunity through the winter months to save some money on lodging. That's 40% off lodging rates. Be sure and book a fishing guide when you're there and really enjoy the White River. That's what Gaston's is all about. The fishing is the star of the show. They're great customer service, which is part of the experience you'll have at the restaurant, part of the experience you'll have from the minute you walk in the front door of the conference center where you check in and the help you'll get at the front desk. The guides there have been on that river for decades. They know how to treat you. They know how to make your day enjoyable, and you will not forget the time you have at Gaston's. If you've never been, it's time to go. 870-431-5202. If you've been before, it's time to return with winter rates at 40% off. 870-431-5202. Gaston's White River Resort. A first-class time every time.
This is Football Friday on the Morning Rush. Presented by Harry Robinson Buick GMC, where you always get more for your trade. Shop online anytime at harryrobinson.com.
Save up to $2,700 or no interest for 5 years on a brand new Hot Springs hot tub during Burton Pools & Spa's holiday sale. Every hot tub in stock is on sale with over 60 luxury spas to choose from, starting at $26.95. Just $26.95. That includes delivery, cover, and startup chemicals. Don't miss Burton Pools & Spa's holiday sale going on now. Once it's over, it's over. Burton Pools & Spas in Springdale and in Fort Smith, your source for backyard fun.
Hi, this is Jan. Thanks for calling Toyota.
Hi, Jan. I heard Toyotathon is on.
It sure is. We've got great year-end deals on Camry, RAV4, Tundra, Highlander, and more. Do you hear that?
That would be my mom. I'm home for the holidays, and apparently she's still eavesdropping on my calls like she used to.
What was that again about year-end deals?
Mom.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
Okay. And did I mention every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan? It's happening again.
Dad, hang up the phone.
Toyotathon is on now. Come in today. Bring your mom.
During Toyotathon, qualified buyers can get 0% APR financing for 60 months or a total bonus of $3,500 on a new 2020 Toyota Tundra Special Edition. Toyota, let's go places. Visit buyatoyota.com for details. Offers available in select states and N1620. Toyota Care covers normal factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. See participating dealer for coverage details.
The Morning Rush is brought to you by Supercuts, who supports local teams. Supercuts, we're super into the movement.
Morning, cowboy. Need a little extra something to wake up? Well, for just $3, you can order yourself a hearty Southwest omelet, biscuit, or burrito and lasso the day the cowboy way. With cheesy eggs, bacon, and just enough jalapenos to make you sit up in the saddle. All stacked onto a fresh, made-from-scratch biscuit or warm, soft tortilla. And each for just $3. The Southwest Omelet, Biscuit, and Burrito. Now part of Hardee's 2-3 More menu. Offer valid for a limited time during regular breakfast hours at participating Hardee's. Tax not included. Price and participation may vary.
Are you looking for a new place to call home? Whether you're looking for an apartment, duplex, townhome, or a house, Trinity Multifamily has you covered. They even have options in surrounding states, from Texas to Michigan and Kansas to Tennessee. If you're looking for a new place to call home, make Trinity Multifamily your first call at 479-452-1817. That's 479-452-1817. Or online at trinitymultifamily.com to search rental properties near you.
What does that mean?
It means they are the best of the best.
Okay.
It means that jodysauto.com was voted by the people that deal with them,
their customers,
as best at first getting the car in one of their 3 shops quickly, finding out what was wrong with it, fixing it right the first time, and charging the customers a fair price for the repairs.
Getting it in, getting it out quickly at a fair price. Huh.
Real simple. jodysauto.com. Best of the best.
jodysauto.com. One stop for the best tire brands at the best prices, price match guarantee, and these folks know tires. 3 oil change specials. One stop for all services, all repairs, all maintenance, towing, and fleets. 3 locations, 2 in Fort Smith and 1 in Van Buren. When you have made up your mind to live by 3 words, do what's right, being voted by your customers best of the best is quite an honor. Convenience and trust since 1984. jodysauto.com, best of the best.
Tri-Hill Turf offers the highest quality turf and pest services. Hey, you say those are big words. Well, let's see. Tri-Hill Turf and Pest has a company agronomist, state and nationally certified technicians, free soil testing, and they even have precision GPS guided application equipment. Now that's high tech. For over 30 years, Tri-Hill Turf and Pest has used the latest application technology, and they strive for turf and pest excellence. They are your local turf and pest experts. Call the local team at 782-0404. Tri-Hill Turf and Pest.
The countdown to Christmas sale is underway at Jelco Outdoors in Fort Smith. Here are a few of the great items to please that special someone on your list. Mission Youth Compound Bows, $50 off. Dry Shot TBD Camo Rubber Boots, $99.99. Free Country Campfire Fleece Jacket, $49.99. Marshmallow Toy Double Shooters, 50% off. Hurry into Jelco Outdoors. Open 7 days a week now through Christmas Eve. Shop local. And Merry Christmas from Jelco Outdoors in Fort Smith.
Look your best with Perfecto Cleaners at the bottom of Fiena Hills. Count on same-day service, easy drive-through covered drop-off and pickup window, and fast turnaround on alterations. Perfecto Cleaners always goes the extra mile to ensure your clothes look their best, making you look your best. Be sure to clip their coupons in the yellow pages, and as always, in by 9 and out by 5 Monday through Friday. Perfecto Cleaners, just off Jenny Lind at the bottom of Fiena Hills. Perfecto Cleaners, making you look your best.
Kevin Hickey Law has a great team of people who are dedicated to your legal cares. Kevin Hickey's law team is made up of experienced, caring individuals centered around divorce, child and custody, DHS matters, and more, serving the Fort Smith area and Northwest Arkansas. Make the right decision. Call Kevin Hickey Law at 479-434-2414, and for Northwest Arkansas, 479-802-6560, or the web at kevinhickeylaw.com, where our clients are our main priority from start to finish.
ESPN 95.3. The Morning Rush with John Neighbors and Tommy Kraft.
I don't know if I ought to go sailing down no hill with nothing between the ground and my brain but a piece of government plastic.
Subscribe to the Morning Rush podcast wherever podcasts are found.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush. We are brought to you by the Fence Man.
Yeah, Fence Man Friday football picks every Friday here in this time slot. 479-782-3936 for the Fence Man. Large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. If it involves a fence, the Fence Man does it. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fencing, commercial or residential chain link. If you need razor wire on top of your fence, they can do that for you. Dog kennel, they can do that for you. I'm telling you, anything involving the fence, including custom wrought iron installations. So if you want a custom wrought iron gate around your work or your home place with automatic gates that open. They do those kind of things as well. Call Henry for a quick, no-obligations quote, 479-782-3936 for the Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
Well, Tommy just brought us his armadillo jerky. Is that what you called it?
I'm not sure it's actually armadillo. That's what I told Matty T, just to see what kind of response I'd get.
Oh. It's pretty good. I guess Lance from our sales guy.
Flavor.
Our sales guy, Lance, handed it to me.
It's a little tough, but it's good.
My piece was perfect.
I'd say I was sitting over here trying to be like a chipmunk on it, but yeah, it was really good. So,
all
anyways.
right, normally we do our Fence Man Friday football picks at this time.
That's right.
No college football to pick this weekend other than the Army-Navy game. We got
can't forget that.
Basically one game. So we're going to take a little bit of a break from the Fence Man Friday football picks, reset, and we're going to come back and do college basketball. We'll start with bowl games, and then we'll roll into college basketball.
We'll also have some NFL games, too, we can do.
And we'll have some NFL games, yeah. But then we'll kind of blend college basketball and the bowl season and NFL playoffs all together.
That's right. So,
and then eventually into college baseball.
Yeah, because here's the thing. As far as the standings go right now, I had a pretty good week last week. I went against the grain in pretty much every pick. I got 2 of the 3. The ones I got, of course, were Baylor. I picked Baylor over Oklahoma. They didn't win, but they covered. And I did the same thing with Wisconsin, Ohio State. Now, the rest of you won the LSU.
Right.
Because they just destroyed Georgia.
Destroyed them.
And not a single one of us ever picked Sam Pittman to be the next head coach. No. So none of us got that one right. But as of right now, the standings are as me and Clay tied at 29.
Ooh.
Tommy, you're at 26. And Henry, the Fence Man, is at 24. So
I'm not out of it, but
no.
I need a Hail Mary.
Yeah. So if me and Clay both win, what do we do?
Leg wrestle for the championship.
Ew. Sounds awful.
Mm-hmm.
In a lot of ways. No, I'm not leg wrestling. What did we get a reward, I guess is my point. I don't care about
reward?
Yeah, a major reward, like the one you have behind you.
Fragile, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a major reward. I don't know. Again this year we have this contest and we never decided rewards or punishments for losing. I never got a reward last year for destroying you in the picks. So I don't think it's fair I get a punishment this year for losing.
Okay. That's fair.
All right.
But doesn't one of us get a reward of some sort, though? Me or Clay?
Yeah, maybe. Probably Clay. Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably going to what you're going to do is you're going to be like, okay, you're going to make the reward something that I have no interest in having or doing, but Clay would.
Yeah.
It's like here
a day of fly fishing.
Yeah, a free day of fly fishing, going out on Tommy's boat and on his, right there on the river.
Right.
All that stuff, yeah.
I'll take you fly fishing for the winter, yeah.
Boy, can't wait. Can't imagine no better way to spend my week than hanging out with Tommy Kraft and fly fishing.
I think there'd be a lot of people who'd like to do that.
I know, I'm sure they would be.
I would
I'm just
play
not
as
one
the
of
fly fishing guide. The last person you want to guide you on a fly fishing trip is me.
But you fish.
Yes, but I bait fish because I actually like to catch fish. I want to go catching, not fishing.
Okay, I'm sorry. So could you explain to me the difference in that?
I like to use live bait.
Yeah.
Because you catch more fish that way.
Yeah. So what's the point of fly fishing?
It's more of a purist. If you're a purist about the sport. It's more a purist, yes. I'll let Clay explain it to you.
Yeah, that may be something Clay can help me out with.
It's more difficult. Fly fishing is far more difficult. I like bait fishing because you can sit in a boat and drink beer. So
okay. That right there makes a lot more sense to me now.
That was the tiebreaker for me.
Thank you. Now I'm a little more understanding of it. By the way, B in Clarksville texted in. He says the winner has to wear an ugly sweater.
Oh.
Loser gets free dinner courtesy of the other participants.
All right. Fine with me.
You talking about the last loser? Because we got, or is it all three the losers? I don't know.
We're all losers.
We're all losers here, but I don't know. Maybe that'll be the case. But hey, since there are some games going on, can we at least do a pick for the Army-Navy game?
Sure.
Navy's favored by 10 over Army.
I've not seen either of these teams play all year.
I haven't either. But there's something.
So I can make a guess. I don't know if I can make a pick.
Throw it out there.
I can make a guess.
Go ahead.
Army.
Go with Army?
Yeah, I'll go with Army.
Oh, can you give reasons why? The Army?
No.
Okay.
Can't give any reasons.
All right. Good. I'm going with Navy.
All right, there you go. I'll give a guess. I won't give a pick.
Do you watch the game though? The Army Navy game?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I do too. It's like it's. I think it's awesome that it's the only game of that weekend. It's by itself.
Yep.
Something like some sort of pageantry to go along with it. They do game day there.
I would like to. I don't know if it's on my bucket list, but if someone offered me the opportunity to go to this game, I would absolutely do it.
Oh, I would too. I mean, it's incredible because, like we talked about, we haven't watched these teams a second. And I would go ahead and go out and bet that most people listening, in fact, most college football fans in this country probably have not watched a single second of Army or Navy play. But when you turn on that game and you're watching it and you see the fans and how into that game they are, and you see all the men and women in uniform there, and you just see all the pageantry that goes along with it, it kind of opens your eyes of like, man, you don't even watch these teams ever. You couldn't name a single player, but yet when that game's on, it's on.
Yeah. My grandpa was in the Army, so I'm going to go Army.
Okay.
But my father-in-law was in the Navy, so
are you wavering on your answer here? What's going on?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm torn.
Okay. Yeah, because I was laughing about that one too. It was just like the spread on the Army-Navy game, since that was the only game this week. I was like, well, if we need to do the fence man picks, I guess that'll be the game we were doing.
Right.
I was also going to do, just for funsies, be able to say the point margin of how Arkansas wins or loses against Tulsa tomorrow, if you're going to do that.
I think Arkansas will have a good game tomorrow against Tulsa because they've had nothing but practice all week, coming off a loss. I'm interested to see how Eric Musselman's team performs off of a loss. We haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
So it's all new to us. How does a Musselman team come out and take care of business following losing a basketball game? I don't think practice has been any fun at all, particularly like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't imagine they were a lot of fun at all.
No. So you say that they'll win and win convincingly?
Think they're going to come out and take care of business.
Yeah. No, I'm probably with you there, man. I'm probably with you. Having a whole week, like you mentioned, the practices. Eric Musselman does not like to lose, and he's going to make sure he instills those into his players. If they don't like to lose, they better not, and they're going to have to make up for it tomorrow. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe Arkansas can continue on and get back on track as far as the winning ways in their basketball team. We got another hour of the Morning Rush coming up. 877-377-6963 is the number to call or text into here on the Morning Rush. We get to all that and a lot more on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
What's your more? Maybe it's more time sitting by your new pool. Watching your grandkids can't involve the day away. Whatever you'd like more of, Mega Millions from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery can turn those dreams into reality. And the next drawing is for more than $330 million. So go to your local lottery retailer and get your ticket to more today. This is winning. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
The biggest discounts ever during the end-of-year sales event at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. 2019 GMC Sierra Denali's. The biggest savings ever. Up to $16,000 off. Only $52,335. The 2020 GMC Terrain. Slashed to $21,999. And the 2019 Buick Encore. The lowest price ever. Only $16,999. The biggest savings ever during the end-of-year sales event at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
Metal Direct offers high-quality prefabricated metal buildings, metal roofing, custom trim shops, carports, and more. They strive to be a company where contractors as well as do-it-yourselfers are welcome. Metal Direct assists you in calculating the materials needed to complete your project, all at a rate you can afford. Stop by their location at 7420 Inmar Drive in Little Rock, one block off University behind Napa Auto Parts, or call them at 501-562-3112. Metal Direct, the right material for the right price.
Thank you, River Valley, for the 4th consecutive year. You voted Crabtree and Alma the best place to buy an RV. To show our appreciation, We are beginning our Christmas Cash Day sale early. From now through New Year's Eve, you can choose sales tax paid or $1,000 in Christmas cash on the purchase of any RV from Crabtree. And we'll still give you the most for your trade. The best deals of the year are happening now at Crabtree RV in Alma, where your family's dreams come true.
In the moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance. Someone you can call when bad stuff happens. In the moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Kohler & Green Insurance in Fort Smith. Just call 484-9888. And Kohler & Green Insurance in Van Buren. Call 474-9888 and online KohlerGreen.com.
Attention Arkansas Valley Electric Cooperative members. Do you need a better internet provider? One who treats you like a member and not a number? Then check out our new fiber internet services from Wave Rural Connect. We are bringing state-of-the-art high-speed fiber internet, TV, and phone services right into your home. If you are an Arkansas Valley Electric Cooperative member, go to waveruralconnect.com to sign up. That's waveruralconnect.com or call 1-833-4WAVE-RC. Arkansas Valley Electric Cooperative and Wave Rural Connect, changing the communities we serve.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas from Frank Rowe Furniture. Here at Frank Rowe Furniture, for the month of December, is offering no sales tax and free delivery. What a wonderful gift for Christmas to our customers. We carry many made-in-the-USA products, including Catnap, Best Home Furnishings, Union Furniture, Affordable Furniture, and Speed Queen Laundry. We offer several financing options, including in-house no-credit check financing. Merry Christmas from Frank Rowe Furniture, 405 4th Street, Barling, Arkansas. Frank Rowe Furniture. Best seats in the house.
Did someone say, I'm hungry? Visit 906 Cocktail and Cigar Lounge on the Avenue. Try the new panini sandwiches like the Chicken Pyro or the Cubana or the signature 906 wings. Jumbo wings roasted with honey bacon jam. Want some spice? Try the black and blue wings. Experience their salads, flatbreads, coffees and desserts, top shelf wines and liquors, premium beers, world-class cigars, all in an atmosphere that feels less like a lounge and more like a destination. Sample, indulge, escape. 906 Cocktail and Cigar Lounge. Treat your appetite on the Avenue.
December is trading time at Rath Auto Resources. Hi folks, Larry Rath here with our last big promotion of the year. Trading time. With tax season just around the corner, we need your trade. So we're giving up to $3,300 above Kelley Blue Book value when you trade your old ride for a nicer, newer car from our Rath Road Ready inventory. We'll even buy your car. That extra money can go a long way toward helping you get more car or reducing your monthly payment. Plus, if you're one of those waiting on a tax refund, your wait is over. Ask one of our friendly, non-commissioned solution specialists how our TaxMax program can get you access to your money now. If you're keeping the car you have, let us get it ready for the new year with buy 3, get 1 free on all tires or a basic oil change for only $24.95 in our Meineke Car Care Center. Start driving better today with Arkansas's #1 rated and reviewed used car dealer, Rath Auto Resources, and the Meineke Car Care Center. 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, or online, rathauto.com.
Requires bank approval. Vehicle purchase price affects trade allowance.
Tired of all the broken promises and broken equipment at your current gym? The Fort Smith Athletic Club is the nicest and most well-equipped fitness and tennis club in the area, with a state-of-the-art fitness center, Pilates, fitness classes, personal and group training, and the best tennis facilities in the region. 7 outdoor courts, 5 indoor courts, plus pickleball and racquetball courts. And free child care is included. The Fort Smith Athletic Club. Call 452-4031 for membership information.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
Partly sunny sky today. Our high temperatures this afternoon will be in the low 50s. We will see an increase in the clouds tonight. An overnight low in the mid to upper 30s. Lots of sunshine with us on Saturday, our high upper 40s. And then Sunday we could see a slight chance of rain, our high just over 50 degrees. I'm Sally Russell with you forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
You're listening to The Morning Rush, live from the Bush and Bushlight Studios on ESPN 95.3, KERX Paris, Fort Smith. This hour of The Morning Rush is brought to you by Quantum Property Services, buying, selling, investing, and encompassing all your property needs. Broadcasting live from the Toyota Studios, this is The Morning Rush.
I mean, I don't know anything about football, but I think everybody in the department's really happy and excited. We've left him alone. He's out recruiting and trying to get a staff together, so he certainly doesn't need to talk to to the basketball coach right now, but I look forward to developing a relationship with him. And I've read and watched all the stuff you guys have done and really intrigued with some of the things that he does recruiting.
With John Neighbors.
Every time you put a mic in my face, I'm going to say Arkansas.
And Tommy Kraft.
I'm not known as a guy who gets hand cramps when I'm writing checks.
Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good morning.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
The Morning Rush starts right now.
2 hours down, 1 hour to go. Appreciate everybody listening in on this beautiful day here in the great state of Arkansas. John Neighbors, Tommy Kraft, Maddie T, all in studio with you today. And thank you, as always, for making us a part of your morning this morning here on a Football Friday, presented by Harry Robinson Buick GMC.
Yeah, the lowest price ever on a 2019 GMC Sierra Denali. This is a four-wheel drive Denali, fully loaded, leather, heated and cooled seats, navigation, all the features you want. Just $52,335. That's over $16,000 off sticker price for a fully loaded Denali four-wheel drive truck. You're not going to find this price anywhere else. $52,335, up to $16,000 off on a four-wheel drive Sierra Denali. It's all at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
If you want to get in on the conversation here on the Morning Rush, you can call or text the Cherokee Casino hotline at 877-377-6963. Here on this Football Friday, of course, we've been talking about Sam Pittman and just some of the updates that have been going on with him and his coaching. I know that there's going to be a few recruits coming to visit this weekend on the Hill that Sam Pittman has scheduled, and they have been going around relentlessly visiting a lot of these recruits. And, again, these are the types of things that you were hoping to see out of Sam Pittman in his first week. Because we have some people that have been texting in, they're worried and concerned. I think we even had a caller about the assistant coaches and how they haven't been named. At least not in majority part. We know that they have an offensive line coach and Brad Davis. We know that they have a wide receiver coach in Justin Stepp. And that's pretty much it at this point in time. We know that Steve Caldwell's been taking visits, so he may be retained. Nothing official, nothing reported just yet. But that's what it's looking like right now. And it has some people concerned. But honestly, this first week, the very first week of Sam Pittman being the head coach, needed to be 100% about recruiting. Had to be. With this early signing period that's coming up, you're always against the clock. There has to be a sense of urgency. And as far as what Sam Pittman's been able to accomplish here in the early going, it seems like he is at least getting in front of and being in contact with some big-time recruits. And Arkansas needs that help. And the fact that he has hit the ground running is exactly what Razorback fans needed to see at this point in time. So now it's going to be, can he close out the deal on some of them? I don't know. But it was also rumored that people were kind of curious of why he didn't go on Paul Finebaum, because that's something that also every coach does, and every new coach especially. They go on Finebaum. Lane Kiffin did it. Eli Drinkwitz did it. Why didn't Sam Pittman do it? Well, according to what I saw being talked about and reported, he told Finebaum, nah, I'm good.
Well, Finebaum was pretty critical, sarcastic.
No, Paul?
Not complimentary of this hire.
Mm-hmm.
And Sam's got a lot of things to be doing right now besides making media visits. And if a guy like Paul, and listen, Paul Finebaum's got one of the biggest footprints in the recruiting grounds you're going into right now.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no question about the reach and the power of what Paul Finebaum's influence is. But he hadn't been kind to Arkansas or kind about Sam Pittman in this hire here.
No, he hasn't.
Why would Sam Pittman go out of his way to take time to try to change Paul Finebaum's opinion? Not at this point.
No point in it. And reportedly what he told Finebaum is, I'm out here recruiting. I don't have time.
Well.
So it's what you want to hear.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a Razorback fan, are you really going to be upset that he didn't go on Finebaum? No.
Listen, if Finebaum had been highly complimentary of Sam Pittman and this is a great hire and Arkansas knocked it out of the park and all of these things, would he have went on then? Maybe.
No.
I don't know. I mean, again, if a coach wants to do something, I know they're busy recruiting. A radio interview takes 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
They told us no, he doesn't have time yet, maybe next week. So we're hoping to have Sam Pittman on the show. It's just easier to tell everybody no, and that way if he appears on one program, you don't have everybody else. If he came on this show and then come on 3 other shows in this state, they'd all be yelling.
Mm-hmm.
Just like if he went on another show and then come on ours, we'd be yelling.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just easier to tell everybody no right now.
Yeah, and I mean, you can not go on Finebaum and everything, but he is going to come on the Morning Rush.
He should be on the Morning Rush.
So
first and foremost,
obviously he is choosing his shows wisely,
Yep.
and this is the show to be on. So makes sense to me that he would say no to Finebaum and say yes to the Morning Rush.
Yep.
So looking forward to catching up with him at some point in time next week. Let's go to the Cherokee Casino Hotline. Jimmy is in Conway. What's going on, Jimmy?
Top of the morning, fellas.
Top of the morning.
Hey, do you think maybe some of these assistants are not being named because they can recruit more freely if they're not an actual signed employee of the university?
I don't know necessarily about that. I do know that there's been plenty of contact, and we know that the contract negotiations are always up in the air. And even as Sam Pittman mentioned, that a few of the coaches that he's going to want to add to his staff are currently coaching right now, getting ready for bowl games and whatnot. So I don't know if that's necessarily the case, because if it was me, I would want my assistant coaches to be known to recruits, because that person could just be messing with them or lying with recruits. You want to be as open, as honest as possible, and if they have an assistant coach already named, then they will just go ahead and say, hey, this guy's out here. We know who this guy is as being assistant coach of Arkansas.
Absolutely. And I truly believe that Chad Morris was hired solely to get his son there. What is Auburn radio saying about the hire of Chad Morris? I would love to hear their response to this, what the people think about that.
Well,
Have you guys heard any of that?
Well, I haven't heard anything on radio, but I will say that if you just look at when Auburn put out the official tweet saying that Chad Morris was added as the offensive coordinator, it was kind of a mixed bag of emotions in the comments of what people were saying. A lot of people think it's a great hire, and I don't think that that's because of the greatness that he was at Arkansas. I just think sometimes, a lot of times, fans will just see, hey, he was a former head coach of an SEC school, and he has some good experience, so he must be a pretty good hire. If he was good enough to be a head coach, even though he failed, he's good enough to be here. You know, it's kind of what some people would be, and I'm not comparing the same, because I think that it's very different in their coaching ability. But it'd be the same way with Barry Odom. A lot of people don't know much about what Barry Odom does, what his defensive schemes are, how he does in recruiting or anything like that, but they see, oh, he was a head coach in an SEC school. He did all right. Well, let's hire him on. It'd be a great hire. So sometimes they just don't know exactly the experience that coach may have, so there's where their excitement comes into play. But overall, I say it was a mixed emotion, because let's be honest, too. Gus Malzahn's going to run that offense. Gus Malzahn's going to call those plays. Chad Morris is just there, as you said, to get his son there and to help out in any way he can.
So, Merry Christmas, guys.
Hey, Merry Christmas, Jimmy. Appreciate the phone call. But I think that's fair to say, is that
they're friends.
Yeah, well, I mean, they have been friends. They've had a relationship for a long time, and that was, again, goes back to my conspiracy. Gus Malzahn making sure that Chad Morris got the job at Arkansas just to fail miserably, so he wouldn't have to worry about losing to Arkansas at any point in time. So, again, just a conspiracy nonetheless. But yeah, the fact that he's over there now at Auburn, it makes sense for Gus. I mean, if I was Gus, I would have done something similar, I'm sure, too. And it's just amazing that a lot of these former head coaches, they get a chance. And this is where it's like, I understand people hate the firing process. They never want to see someone's life change, especially when firing a head coach impacts more than just the head coach themselves, and impacts assistants and equipment managers and everybody. But the thing is that these head coaches that fail always get another opportunity. I mean, if you think about it, Chad Morris was the worst hire in Razorback sports history. Might have even been the worst hire in SEC football history.
Worse than Dana Altman? Does that even count?
That doesn't even count. That doesn't even count, because he didn't do enough damage to the program. But Chad Morris was the worst. And the fact that he was that bad, and his next gig literally is just a month later, he becomes the offensive coordinator of a big-time SEC school.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike exactly had to really convince other people to please hire me. I promise that was not indicative of how I am as a coach. I promise. No, he ended up being okay. He's going to still get some money. He's going to get money from Arkansas and get money from Auburn. He ended up being all right.
Hope they pay him a lot.
Yes, pay him as much as possible.
$2 million a year.
Easily. He's worth that, for sure.
Maybe pay him $3 million.
Yeah, just do whatever it takes. But the point is that these head coaches that even fail, they'll always get opportunities, and sometimes it's in different forms. Like Butch Jones, I mean, he's still like the intern at Alabama. You know, he still hasn't gotten another job. So opportunities just kind of come and go and are hit and miss when it comes to coaches and leaving on. And, you know, because Brett Bielema's still defensive line coach. They're always going to get opportunities to rebuild back their image, is what I'm trying to say. They're always going to get opportunities and try to make it work. My question is how many coaches that you can think of off the top of your head that failed miserably as a head coach at one place, had to go as a coordinator, D-line, whatever, a position coach after that, came back as a head coach later and did awesome. There's only one I can think of off the top of my head. That's Eddie O. Ed Orgeron. Failed miserably at Ole Miss, even though he recruited really well, but just could not get it going in the wins and losses. He had to leave. Went over to Tennessee for a split second when he was there with Lane Kiffin, then went to USC.
Right.
Lane Kiffin was fired. He's named interim. They didn't give him the job. Comes to LSU under Les Miles. Ends up being an associate head coach there. Les Miles gets fired. He takes over as interim. They give him the tag, and now he has a chance to play for a national championship. He's one of the few coaches I can think of that actually have done that. But it just seems like it's very few and far between.
Where you've been a head coach,
you fail.
Go back down, come back up, and have success.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to think of another coach that just off the top of my head, and I'm sure somebody's probably going to text in and tweet in and all of that, but it just doesn't happen often.
Nope.
Not often at all. Because usually, and that's why I feel like your first impression as a head coach is always so important. I mean, do you think Brett Bielema will ever be a head coach of a college football program again?
No, I really don't.
See, I don't either. I don't know if that may be more Brett Bielema's choice. More so than anything. I don't know if he has the same desire to be a head coach, honestly.
I wonder how he really how he is how he's taken to the pro game. Does he like being more involved at the pro level where you don't have the recruiting demands and you just coach? You know, and that's all you do is you coach.
Mm-hmm.
Does he like that better? Or do you like being in the college game and constantly having to work on getting your roster in shape and recruiting, and I mean it's a whole different animal from that standpoint.
I mean, you get paid a lot more in the college game for sure.
Well, unless you're a head coach in the NFL.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But in his position,
yeah,
he's never going to make as much as he could as a head coach in college football. I know he doesn't like the locale. He'd probably much rather be in Florida than it would be in snowy Foxborough at this point in time of the year. But
working for Belichick gives you instant credibility.
Mm-hmm.
Immediate.
And the same thing, the reason why Butch Jones went to Alabama. You know, working for Nick Saban gives you instant credibility. And that's why you've seen guys like Steve Sarkisian go to Alabama to try to rebuild that up. Lane Kiffin.
Sarkisian went to Alabama, left, and came back.
Yeah. So obviously they understand the power of working for those big-time coaches and how it can help you out.
I guess Lane Kiffin, I'm still racking my brain. Lane Kiffin's the only other guy I can think of was a head coach, had to come back, be a coordinator, and is now a head coach again. Now, you said had big success. Lane Kiffin hadn't had the big success, but I'm just trying to rack my brain over here. Lane Kiffin's the only other name I can really come up with, a guy that was a head coach, lost his job, took a coordinator's role, got back to being a head coach. You said big success.
Yeah. And
not like Orgeron, but he at least followed the path you prescribed.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he could be in that element. And let's be honest, too, folks. You can see it on the other side, too, where you have coaches that have big-time success as head coaches, then they get fired and they never get another opportunity. Mm-hmm. Like, for instance, if you want to, this is something that's always just been so mystifying to me. Mark Mangino, when he was at Kansas, the dude won the Orange Bowl at Kansas. Never got another head coaching job. And I understand that, there was the issues of maybe some player abuse, allegations and all of that, but you've seen other coaches that's done far worse get other opportunities again.
Yeah.
And so you see stuff like that. Jim Leavitt, when he was at, I think it was South Florida where he was at back in the mid-2000s, he had them as a number 2 team in the country at one point. And then there was the same thing else that went on there. Allegations of some player issues. Never got another head coaching job again, at least at a big-time level. So it's funny how all of that plays out. And this one comes from the 479. Will Muschamp is a guy that has had multiple opportunities as head coach. I don't want to say he's succeeding, though, at South Carolina just yet.
I was thinking about him, but I couldn't remember the career track. I knew he was at Florida.
Yeah, and then he got fired and then was at South Carolina like the next year. So he didn't have that drop
anything
off
in between. He was a coordinator before. He went back-to-back head coaching jobs, right?
Mm-hmm. Right, because he was at Texas.
He was at Texas as the coach in waiting.
Always loved that title. And then
went to Florida. Didn't work out there, went to South Carolina, right?
That's right. And again, I'm not saying he's having high-level success, but it was certainly a career path that's kind of weird, honestly interesting. Oh, I'm sorry. No, he did have something in between. That's right. I was trying to remember, so I had to look it up. He was the Auburn defensive coordinator for that 1 year in 2015.
All right.
The 1 year Arkansas beat Auburn since 2012. How about that? So he did have that one thing there in the mix. But it's just amazing how sometimes coaches will just have ever-evolving opportunities. Even if you're a head coach that failed, you will still always have opportunities.
If you can produce and you can produce wins, you always will.
Mm-hmm.
There's just not many sins they won't cover up if you can win.
Yeah.
There just honestly isn't. It's all about winning.
Look at Bobby Petrino. Bobby Petrino always left things badly in almost every place he was at.
And got chance after chance.
He went back to the school that he left that people were upset that he left originally in Louisville. There were people that wanted him back at Arkansas this past coaching search.
Yep.
If you have
about winning.
That's right. If you have the high level of success, people will go above and beyond and make it happen.
Hey, we are brought to you by World of Wireless, 877-305-DISH. If you have a 4K TV but don't have 4K satellite service, you need to call WOW now, 877-305-DISH. They can get you whole home DVR, high def in every room, and even ask them about 4K service with a new Hopper system that is 4K ready. They can even get you 4K TV in every room. So if you've recently bought new 4K TVs but don't have 4K service, well, it's kind of meaningless, kind of worthless. So call WOW now. Let them get you fixed up with that. 3 TVs in the house, just $74.99 a month. So if you're paying the cable company well over $100 a month now, like $120, $130 a month, it's time to make a move right now. 877-305-DISH for WOW World of Wireless. 2-year price guarantee. Lock it in now with DISH and World of Wireless. 877-305-DISH.
Just taking this one step further, Tommy, because I think it's interesting. At what point, and I know Arkansas has their head coach in Sam Pittman, so they don't have to worry about it anymore, but at what point do you think that as a program, if you're looking for a new head coach, do you take a risk on a coach that failed at a different school? At what point do you feel like you're comfortable enough that this person has learned, this person's not going to do that anymore? We need to hire this individual. It'll be like, for instance, a Butch Jones. Like, would there ever be a school that says, you know what, it ended horribly at Tennessee, we need to hire this guy? Or Houston Nutt.
The problem with like Butch Jones is, where did he have success at a high Power 5 level? There's your problem with Butch Jones.
Mm-hmm. He won back-to-back 9 games in seasons at Tennessee.
Yeah.
So he did have some success. He did. But, obviously it failed miserably, and now he's a glorified intern at Alabama. But if there was a program that needed a head coach, or at least a big-time Power 5 program, at what point do you say, maybe he's learned, maybe he's gotten better?
Here's what I think. When Saban hires him to a full-time assistant or a coordinator's role and he has success there, then he'll get hired back.
That's fair.
But he hadn't done enough right now for even Saban to put him on what I call the real staff.
Yeah.
I think that's a fair way of looking at it. If Butch Jones is so good, why hadn't Saban put him to work on the real staff? Not the minor league staff he's got there in the background, being an analyst, making tens of thousands. Why isn't he being selected to fill one of these roles that always comes open every year?
Mm-hmm. Obviously, he hadn't proven himself worthy enough of it.
Exactly. There's a reason Saban hadn't moved him up when he's had a chance.
Yeah.
So that's how Butch Jones finds his way back.
Mm-hmm.
Saban has to elevate him to a coordinator role or some kind of high-profile assistance role, and he has success there, and he moves on.
Yeah. And that's why I feel like it's the biggest difference, is originally we started this when we were talking about Chad Morris being at Auburn. I don't know if any program will want to hire Chad Morris as a head coach, at least any big program again. I feel like he was the worst coaching hire in Arkansas sports history, and maybe even the worst in SEC football history. I don't think that can be.
I could see him being a non-Power 5 head coach again, but not a Power 5 head coach.
And that was going to be my next point, is that, if there was ever another SMU-type job or a UTSA-type job going back into Texas, that maybe he would try that out.
And particularly in Texas, you're right.
And then maybe they would go that route.
Stephen F. Austin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jeff Traylor has big success. He could go to somewhere like UT San Antonio.
Rice, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, we could see that happening. But he's going to have to prove himself at Auburn once again as having a solid offensive performance and having his offensive production go through the roof. They're going to have to get that back if he ever wants to be a head coach. And that's one of the most difficult things that you can do as a head coach who had failed, is trying just to build your reputation back into getting to that point. And that's the lucky thing about Arkansas right now, is they have hired Sam Pittman, who's never been a head coach before. And you know what? That may be a positive for him, is because that this is his first opportunity. He's been around college football a very long time. He's been around some phenomenal coaches, Hall of Fame type coaches, and has coached under him. Maybe this can be his start to something great, and this will be his success story instead of him being a failure too. Mm-hmm. Maybe that'll be the case.
Maybe. We'll, football's all about redemption, though, a lot of times.
Mm-hmm. When you fall down, you pick yourself back up, and that goes in the coaching realm as well. So maybe Sam Pittman can not have to worry about ever falling, because this will be the place he finds success.
Hey, save up to $2,700 or no interest for 5 years on brand new Hot Springs hot tubs. It's Burton Pools and Spas holiday sale that's going on right now. You can save on 60 luxury spas that are in stock right now at Burton's that start at $26.95. This includes delivery, cover, and startup chemicals to keep you warm and cozy all winter long with Burton Pools and Spas. Also, check out the Big Green Eggs. They've got those on sale, too, during the holiday sale. $2,700 off for no interest for 5 years. It's the holiday sale at Burton Pools and Spas in Springdale and in Fort Smith. Burton Pools and Spas is your source for backyard fun.
Coming up next, we'll have your SEC update and give you all the news going around the Southeastern Conference. We'll also have more of your phone calls and more of your text messages coming up on The Morning Rush.
This is football.
Hello, my name is Sean Brazel. I'm with the Fence Man and Quantum Property Services. I'm here to give you the brass tacks and hard facts of what encompassing all of your property needs are. We can help you with your real estate, your property management, your construction, and
your money. Hi, I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox. I'm here to talk to you about maximizing your return on your investment and also helping you get creative with your financing. Please, when you think of Quantum Property Services, Inc., give us a call at 479-434-6860. That's 479-434-6860. I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox.
brass tacks, hard facts.
Hi, I'm Hector here from La Huertas. We like everything hot. La Huertas, we're fresh, authentic Mexican food served every day. La Huertas has 4 locations in the Fort Smith area with daily happy hours and a margarita night. Check it out. We're open 7 days a week with draft beer specials. Monday and Thursday night football. We are Fort Smith Authentic Mexican Restaurant. Yes, sir, we are. Fresh homemade flour tortillas. La Huertas. At Rogers and Garrison location. Eat until you hurt. In Fort Smith, La Huertas.
Harry Robinson Buick GMC has over 200 pre-owned vehicles to choose from luxury to economy and everything in between, including over 50 great vehicles with payments under $250 a month, certain to fit your needs and budget. And at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, you always get more for your trade. 50 vehicles with payments under $250 a month at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off I-540 in Fort Smith.
Hello, my name is Sean Brazel. I'm with the Fenceman and Quantum Property Services. I'm here to give you the brass tacks and hard facts of what encompassing all of your property needs are. We can help you with your real estate, your property management, your construction, and
your money. Hi, I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox. I'm here to talk to you about maximizing your return on your investment and also helping you get creative with your financing. Please, when you think of Quantum Property Services, Inc., give us a call at 479-434-6860. That's 479-434-6860. I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox.
brass tacks, hard facts.
Hi, I'm Hector here from La Huertas. We like everything hot. La Huertas, we're fresh, authentic Mexican food served every day. La Huertas has 4 locations in the Fort Smith area with daily happy hours and a margarita night. Check it out. We're open 7 days a week with draft beer specials. Monday and Thursday night football. We are Fort Smith Authentic Mexican Restaurant. Yes, sir, we are. Fresh, homemade flour tortillas. La Huertas. At Rogers and Garrison location. Eat until you hurt. In Fort Smith, La Huertas.
Harry Robinson Buick GMC has over 200 pre-owned vehicles to choose from luxury to economy and everything in between, including over 50 great vehicles with payments under $250 a month, certain to fit your needs and budget. And at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, you always get more for your trade. 50 vehicles with payments under $250 a month at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off I-540 in Fort Smith.
With John Neighbors and Tommy Kraft.
There he stood between us and the alley, Scud Farkas staring out at us with his yellow eyes. He had yellow eyes, so help me God, yellow eyes.
Streaming live at hitthatline.com.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush. Let's go to the phone lines and welcome in Larry Rath of Rath Auto Resources. Good morning, Larry.
Hey, good morning, guys. Hope you're having a great day. We're looking forward to a big weekend over here at Rath Auto Resources, and we need a big weekend. Folks, we need your trade-ins. It's trading time. You could get up to $3,300 above Kelly Fair trade on your trade-in right now at Rath Auto Resources. And, folks, you can get a nicer, newer car. You don't have to wait. Get it now at Rath Auto Resources. Choose from a big selection of cars, trucks, SUVs. We've really got them all. We've got one that's just right for you and your family, and a solution specialist that'll make sure it fits your budget, get you driving happy in that nicer, newer car, and then great car care in the Meineke Car Care Center. It's really our secret weapon. It's how we get our cars ready. It's how we take care of our customers. It's how we meet new customers. And they got some specials going on right now. $24.95 basic oil change. Buy 3, get 1 free on all tires right now as well in the Meineke Car Care Center. So some great things going on. It's going to be a big weekend. Come and see us. Get your nicer, newer car now during trading time at Rath Auto Resources and the Meineke Car Care Center. We're at 4515 Towson Avenue in Fort Smith, corner of Don Tyson and 71B in Springdale. Or you can check us out online, rathauto.com.
All right, that's Rath Auto Resources, Fort Smith, and in Springdale. Larry, have a great weekend.
Thanks, guys. Y'all have a good one. And, folks, come and see us.
All right, let's get into your SEC update here on the Morning Rush.
Somebody said we've got SEC bias. Deal with it. They're the best.
In the SEC, it just means more.
I know one thing. The SEC just got a little tougher.
This is your SEC update on the Morning Rush.
All right, it's time for your SEC update presented by Ozark Outpost Casual Clothing and Footwear.
All the best brands at all the best prices, and they love saying Christmas at the Ozarks. Benelli, Glock, Smith & Wesson, Wilson Combat, Daniel Defense, and many more. You'll find clothing and footwear brands by Drake, Carhartt, Columbia, boutique brands, Blowfish, New Balance. They've got all the best brands. They can also personalize any item for you as well in the new print and embroidery shop. They'll help you design a custom shirt, jacket, or any item that you want personalized. You're not going to find a better place to shop for anything and everything for everyone on your list than at the Ozarks. Ozark Sportsman Supply and Ozark Outpost Casual Clothing and Footwear, Highway 412 West, barely out of Springdale in Tawnytown.
So for your SEC update, the college football awards were last night. Tommy, did you watch them?
I did not watch much of that. My youngest daughter, had a school play last night. So I was taking in the young theater last night.
Was it a Christmas play?
It was a Christmas play last night, yes.
We'll have to talk about that. I want to know. I'm interested about that. I want to know more about this play.
It was quite the play.
I'd like to get your critique on it too, as far as how
quite the performance.
I can't wait to hear about it. But the award ceremony last night for college football, it was amazing because LSU wrecked shop. Yep. Ed Orgeron won, of course, National Coach of the Year. Hard pressed to find somebody that's more deserving of it than he is. And then Joe Burrow wins the Walter Camp Award. Which, is always, there was, I don't know if it's still this way as much, but there was always the stigma that those who won the Walter Camp normally didn't win the Heisman. It's kind of like they all, if there was two that were really close, one won the other. I don't think that's going to be the case this year. I think Joe Burrow's going to take home both of them.
Clean sweep.
Yeah, because, correct me if I'm wrong, Darren McFadden won the Walter Camp Award.
I believe that is correct.
And then he ended up, of course, not winning the Heisman, which we could spend a whole show talking about.
Then you got, the Davey O'Brien, too, which is 4 quarterbacks, right?
Correct. Yeah, so... Again, it's hard to argue that Joe Burrow was deserving or not deserving of all that. I mean, it's just he's been so dominant this year.
In the most dominant league.
Yes. And it doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon. They have to play Oklahoma, which is going to be a fantastic matchup. I'm looking forward to this college football playoff.
That should be a good game. That's the second game, right?
Correct.
Good. That one needs to be the primetime game.
Mm-hmm.
First game's at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Second
I'll still watch Clemson, Ohio State, though.
Yeah. But still... You want the best game second.
Yeah.
I want the LSU-Oklahoma game second.
You want LSU to win it all?
Well, I mean, we traditionally around here have always rooted for the SEC team.
I know you're not rooting for OU.
I'm not an LSU guy. I mean, I've always said if LSU and OU played each other, you like, can ISIS get involved in this deal? Or, if LSU and OU and ISIS played, what's the point spread? It was always kind of my standard joke. So, now these are two teams I don't like very much.
So
I think I'll lean towards conference affiliation.
Because listen, man, how do you not root for Eddie O? You got to root for Eddie O. Yeah. Got to do that.
I don't think I'll root for either team. And then, where is the national championship game on the 13th of January?
New Orleans. It's destiny.
It's exactly right.
Because what is it? The other two national championships that LSU has won, both were in New Orleans as well.
But
right?
They also lost one where they never crossed the 50 in New Orleans, too.
No, that's true, too. But I don't think they're going to be going up against Alabama, if that's the case. So, but I mean, they've just been absolutely dominant, and there's no reason to believe they won't be anymore. By the way, this was
Can you imagine being in the French Quarter if they win the national title? Late night, the 13th to the wee hours of the 14th.
Woo-wee. Have plenty of caffeine, because you're going to need it to last that long.
I think there'll be some things other than caffeine going on.
Maybe mixed with some caffeine, maybe that's the case then, too. So, but another quick news, too. This is stupid. I hate this, but they're having a Michigan-Kentucky basketball game in London next year. I hate that stuff. Why?
Spreading the word, my man.
Yeah, because television doesn't do that. I mean, come on, give me a break. I just think it's like, because if I'm a Kentucky fan, would you not be upset that game can't be in Rupp Arena or somewhere that you can go as a Kentucky fan?
It's a good excuse to make a trip across the pond,
How many people can just go across the pond for a basketball game?
You're right.
In December. I mean, it's just
December's not the time to go.
No. I mean, it's tough, man. It's tough. So I just hate how sports leagues
You'd
do
love
these
it, though.
things.
If it was Arkansas, you'd love it, though.
If I couldn't go, I wouldn't love it. If they were playing some big-time team, like if it was Duke and Arkansas in London, I'd be hacked. Like, no, Bud Walton Arena. Let's have that game there. Let's go. Final segment of the Morning Rush coming up next.
This is Football Friday on the Morning Rush. Presented by Harry Robinson Buick GMC, where you always get more for your trade. Shop online anytime at harryrobinson.com.
Your fence is more than a decoration. It's a reflection of its owner. Choosing a fence company should be done with integrity and quality in mind. The Fence Man has been providing fencing and security solutions for over 40 years. An in-house custom iron and gate department, plus an access control department. The Fence Man offers services other companies aren't equipped to do. The Fence Man, fencing and security solutions to protect what matters most. 479-782-3936 or online at thefencemancompany.com, a division of Quantum Property Services.
What's your more? Maybe it's more time sitting by your new pool. Watching your grandkids cannonball the day away. Whatever you'd like more of, Mega Millions from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery can turn those dreams into reality. And the next drawing is for more than $330 million. So go to your local lottery retailer and get your ticket to more today. This is winning. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
The biggest discounts ever during the end-of-year sales event at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. 2019 GMC Sierra Denali's. The biggest savings ever. Up to $16,000 off. Only $52,335. The 2020 GMC Terrain. Slashed to $21,999. And the 2019 Buick Encore. The lowest price ever. Only $16,999. The biggest savings ever during the end-of-year sales event at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
The Morning Rush is brought to you by Supercuts, who supports local teams. Supercuts, we're super into the movement.
Your number one Arkansas fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Jerry Roller Insurance is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Call Jerry Roller Insurance today at 479-785-5555 or visit their website at jerryroller.com. Again, that's 479-785-5555 or visit their website at jerryroller.com.
The second location for Whole Hog Cafe in Fort Smith is now open, located on the east side of town on Phoenix Avenue next to Dollar General and across from Interstate Batteries. Serving that award-winning Memphis-style barbecue and all your favorite sides Monday through Saturday, 11 till 8. Pickup orders for Whole Hog Cafe Phoenix Avenue can be placed at 646-2495 or at wholehogfortsmith.com. Whole Hog Cafe's second location on Phoenix Avenue is now open.
Is your home at least 10 years old and served by OG&E? OG&E is offering Arkansas customers a free weatherization program to increase your comfort and lower your bills. A trained crew will perform an energy audit at no cost to you, and if your home qualifies, our crews will install measures that will save you money. The services provided through this program are absolutely free to qualifying homes. If you could benefit from free home weatherization improvements, call OG&E at 1-800-272-9741. That's 1-800-272-9741.
Thank you, River Valley, for the fourth consecutive year. You voted Crabtree and Alma the best place to buy an RV. To show our appreciation, we are beginning our Christmas Cash Day sale early. From now through New Year's Eve, you can choose sales tax paid or $1,000 in Christmas cash on the purchase of any RV from Crabtree. And we'll still give you the most for your trade. The best deals of the year are happening now at Crabtree RV in Alma, where your family's dreams come true.
If you have experience transporting frozen and refrigerated goods and want to be part of a trucking family with insurance and be home every week, you need to contact Brent Higgins Trucking. Since 1997, Brent Higgins Trucking in Mulberry has been proudly delivering to and from various areas of the United States, including but not limited to Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. Brent Higgins Trucking, where you're a name, not a number. Contact them at 479-997-2366 or at BrentHigginsTrucking.com.
We've invented a new messaging system using the crisp sounds of Bud Light. Crisp Code, Football Edition. This is how you say, game tonight. Bring Bud Light. Fantasy fees are due. That's it for today.
Brewed with no corn syrup. Bud Light, crisp. Enjoy responsibly. Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
So, how many trucks?
3 one-ton diesels, 7 half-tons, trailers, chippers, then some smaller trucks, cars, and SUVs.
And who takes care of them?
Shoot, we go all over. Have no clue even if they're getting the proper oil or if the wheel bearings on the trailers are ever checked. Total mess.
And how much is that fleet worth?
To me, a lot.
Jody'sAuto.com can do all the service, repairs, maintenance, and tires, gas and diesel, get you in and out quickly at fleet pricing, and track all your vehicles to make sure everything is being done when it's supposed to be done.
Yeah, but my guys want someplace close to them. That's why we go all over the place.
Did I mention Jody'sAuto.com has 3 locations, 2 in Fort Smith and 1 in Van Buren?
Now we are talking. Jody'sAuto.com. Great idea.
The difference between making money and losing your shirt, taking care of your equipment, and keeping your people on the job. Jody'sAuto.com, they can handle it. Gas and diesel, tires, service, repairs, maintenance, towing, in and out quickly. Jody'sAuto.com.
The Morning Rush with John Neighbors and Tommy Kraft.
Christmas is awesome. First of all, you get to spend time with people you love. Secondly, you can get drunk and no one can say anything. Third, you give presents. What's better than giving presents? Fourth, getting presents. So 4 things, not bad for one day.
Subscribe to the Morning Rush podcast wherever podcasts are found.
Final segment here on the Morning Rush on a Football Friday, presented by Harry Robinson Buick GMC.
Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith. Big savings on GMC Sierra Denali 4x4 trucks, $52,335. That's up to $16,000 off. Buick Encores marked down to $16,999. And 2020 GMC Terrains, the lowest price ever, just $21,999. It's all at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, where you always get more for your trade. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
Let's go to the Cherokee Casino Hotline. James is in Texarkana. What's going on, James?
Oh, what's going on, fellas? I know everybody was been talking about the what Pittman going to do with replacing the coaching staff, but I just seen something on 247 Sport that they're looking at Rhett Lashley from SMU as the offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just trying to see what y'all think about that, if he was to get hired, and would he fit in with KJ and Trey Knox and Traylon Burke?
Well, I think that if they hired Rhett Lashley, it would definitely be fitting in for the personnel that you have currently on the roster. But the question becomes of would Rhett Lashley and Sam Pittman be able to fit alongside each other with the way that offensive line play goes along with Sam Pittman and how Rhett Lashley coaches an offense? Because we know that Rhett Lashley has great experience. He was at Auburn 2013 to 2016 as the offense coordinator and quarterback coach. He was at Arkansas State before then. He was at UConn for 1 year as the coordinator and quarterbacks coach, and now for the 2018 and 2019 season, he was the offense coordinator, quarterback coach at SMU. Yeah. So, I mean, it's definitely an interesting one to him. He knows the state of Arkansas, and he's had a lot of good quarterbacks that he's coached. I mean, look at SMU and what they've done this year offensively, head coach Sonny Dykes. So he has the success. Again, it just goes along with would him and Sam Pittman work together well? That's the ultimate question.
Yeah. You know, he lived kind of under the wing and in the shadow of Gus Malzahn, finally kind of broke out and has made a name for himself as a coordinator. That was always kind of the thing with Rhett is this Gus or is this him? And I think he's proven he can stand on his own now.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be a hire. A lot of people would, particularly those in Northwest Arkansas that know him, go back to the Shiloh Christian days with him, would be excited about.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that.
That did it for you right there.
Yeah,
huh?
I forgot he went to Shiloh.
Yeah.
I guess it could be worse. Could have gone to Springdale. Nothing against you people up there in Springdale and Shiloh.
Oh, you people. He's played the you people card.
Yeah, I'm a Fayetteville High guy. Like when I was growing up, it was Fayetteville versus Springdale. I know that's not it anymore.
You people.
That's not the case anymore. Everybody else has changed rivalries, but my deep hatred for Springdale is always going to be there. But appreciate the phone call, James. Who knows? Maybe it will end up being Rhett Lashley. I want to have some fun with this since it's the final segments of Friday and we're mailing it in as it is. I wanted to bring this up. So I'm not going to get political, so don't worry. But you know that the Time magazine put out their Person of the Year and their People of the Year squad, whatever.
Did we get snubbed again?
Yeah, for some reason. I think they just forgot that, to mail the ballots out. I don't know. Or maybe it's just political. I don't know. We didn't get named it. I'm not going to say who got named it because I think it's all dumb. But I wanted to have some fun with this here in the final segment.
All right.
Who is the state of Arkansas's Person of the Year for 2019? Who's the Person of the Year?
Not Chad Morris.
I know. I would not think it would be Chad Morris.
So we go in sports or just anybody?
Well, just anybody. Then the state of Arkansas, the Person of the Year.
Oh, that's a good one.
I have two in mind that you could justify sports related.
Okay.
Eric Musselman.
Okay, that's a good one.
I think could be Person of the Year with the excitement and the.
I've got one in mind. You're probably getting ready to say the one I'm thinking of.
And I was going to say Hunter Yurchek.
That was the name I was going to say.
Yeah. Because I know that Hunter Yurchek has had to do two things, which in a matter of 9 months, not many athletic directors have to do or nor should do, but he's had to make the two most important hires in an athletic department at Arkansas in a head basketball coach, men's basketball coach, and head football coach. Both of them so far at least have generated excitement, especially with basketball. So you could say that he is the Person of the Year.
You could always say Dave Van Horn, though, and no one would argue. So I would say Dave Van Horn, again, just because of the success that the baseball program had again last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That would be a great one as well.
Another great postseason run, another run to the College World Series.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of anybody else that you could even have in the conversation. Person of the year in the state of Arkansas. Oh, yes, that's a great one.
Thug Nasty.
Thug Nasty.
Did you see what the president? I'll say that the president said
he could take on the terrorists.
He could take on Antifa. Is what they said.
Yeah,
that's what they were saying.
I
forgot about Bryce Mitchell, Thug Nasty.
Cabot.
The MMA.
I think that makes him, at least.
Yeah,
he's up there in the running.
He's at least in the conversation.
I love the way it's like politics aside. I like that he mentions Arkansas every chance he gets. There's no question about where
that's the guy in the intro.
That's right. Every time you put a microphone in my face, I'm gonna say Arkansas, and he's from Cabot, I believe. Yeah. And all I know is dadgummit Reebok, you better get this man some camo shorts. He has been wanting camo shorts, and he says it every single time. Get me some camo shorts. Hasn't been able to get them yet. So yes, Bryce Mitchell, Thug Nasty, could be in the running there as well. That's a good one.
I would lean Musselman on all of that, and Hunter Yurchek is and the reason is the recruiting class at Musselman. I think that would probably, in the way he's reignited Arkansas basketball. So far, I think that's where I'd lean.
I mean, I'd be hard pressed to see that. Here's another great one. Taz and Flippin says, and this one's a more serious one, but Blake Anderson, for what he had to go through with the passing of his wife, and the stories that were surrounding it, and how the state really, not only just the state, but college football really got behind him.
Rallied around him.
And I know that, it's something that is always just so much bigger than the game of football itself. And that story and the fact that he is still able to have the success that he's had going through what he did is a big one. So, yeah, that's a great name too, Taz. That's a great,
absolutely.
That's a great entry as well. So, let's see. I'm sure we're going to have some more text messages. We pretty much named the big heavy hitters, though. For some reason, no one said John Neighbors or Tommy Kraft yet. Though.
Well,
I don't know why. Maybe that's
yours
just
not up. We still got about 2 weeks to earn it.
Yeah. I'm about to say we still
better
got
do something here.
Yeah. How do we do? I feel like the plane tracking might have been able to help, but maybe not. Maybe that's kind of more hurting my actual chance of getting Person of the Year than not. So you said Eric Musselman though? He'd probably be leaning that way.
I don't know. I'd probably lean that way. Just if nothing else, based on the recruiting.
If we were
see, it's kind of a futures bet. You know?
If we were smart radio people.
Van Horn, you're betting on what has happened. With Yurachek, you're betting on what's happened. So you probably shouldn't go Musselman because that you keep that in your back pocket for next year.
Yeah. No. If we were smart radio people, we would have probably put out a poll question to start the show.
Well,
Brandon Van Buren says it's either Eddie or Miss Lisa.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't be controversial at all, I'm sure, if any of those people won Person of the Year.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we should probably put a poll question out of, who's the Arkansas Person of the Year.
We still have time.
That's true.
Not
but
today,
now that we
not
mention it,
today.
somebody's going to steal our idea.
That's all right.
All the people listening in, trying to steal our thoughts and opinions and our segments and whatnot. Bunch of cheaters out there. Bunch of Bill Belichick's out there trying to steal our stuff.
We'll put it out after the show. That way we stake our claim, and then we got a head start on Monday's content.
There you go. And we can just keep retweeting the poll question and get as many votes as possible.
Bob from Hot Springs.
Yeah, Bob in Hot Springs says John is the purse holder of the year. Thank you. I will wear that with pride to be able to do that. Yeah, that's right. B.E. in Clarksville says Person of the Year is Zach Arn, simply for having to put up with Ruskin. Good point.
I did it for 10 years and no one gave me an award.
Yeah. Well, I'm your reward, Tommy.
Oh,
that's the reward.
Is that it?
You had to do it 10 years, and then it's like, all right, now that you served your sentence, you get to deal with this guy instead. What a great award.
Jeez.
It's a major reward, if you will.
Yeah.
It's a major reward.
For a Geely.
I do have to go back to the video stream earlier when Tommy knocked over the leg.
Yeah, he did. He almost broke it just like in the movie.
It's not as fragile as they say.
Did you use all the glue on purpose, Tommy? You're going to have to put it back together there.
For those watching,
Yeah, so we have the leg lamp as made famous from A Christmas Story. So iconic. And we were talking about Christmas movies and everything.
Now in a more prominent position here in the studio.
That's correct, because it's been here pretty much.
Oh, it's been here. I got it
before I started
here. It was given to me probably 3 years ago at Christmas. So it's been in the studio a few years now.
But it was hidden, collecting dust in the corner.
It was over, it was in a convenient spot out of the way where it wouldn't get knocked over.
And
so it wouldn't follow the same fate as the one in the movie.
And lo and behold, you almost had that moment.
And I turned and wheeled and,
throwing some bows back there.
We need to put it in the window like they did, and really show the whole neighborhood.
There we go. Yeah, so when people drive by, they could see was it sex in the window over there as they're driving by on the road there. So, but we were talking about Christmas movies, and obviously A Christmas Story is one of our favorites here. You could probably tell by the liners and rejoins we have coming back from the show what kind of Christmas movies. The ones we enjoy, Christmas Vacation, Christmas Story, Home Alone. I mean, I feel like those are probably the top three for most people. So, unless you want to go old school and do It's a Wonderful Life.
White Christmas, you said, is one of your favorites.
Oh, yeah. Something about Bing Crosby. I don't know. There's that voice. Man.
Die Hard.
Die Hard is great. And to me,
so you guys are one of the people that believe fully it's a Christmas
100%,
movie.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's just because it takes place during Christmas.
They're trying to get there for Christmas,
Okay.
They play the Run DMC song.
Oh, yeah, that's true. And at the end, Let It Snow plays as the movie's going out. So I guess if they have Christmas songs, it makes sense. It seems like it's always been the ultimate argument. The great stadium debate, as well as Arkansas playing Arkansas State, and is Die Hard a Christmas movie? So, by the way, JT in Hot Springs says, changed my mind. Tommy Kraft for having to deal with Ruskin for 10 years, John with 2 years, and however long Ty has been there too. So yes, Tommy for some reason just enjoys torture. I don't know.
Should get all the accolades.
Yeah. Maybe you should be the person of the year for just having to put up with the nonsense that goes on here as well. So maybe that's the case. Hey folks, real quick before we get out of here though, let me tell you about the amazing place. This should be the person of the year, the person who goes into Sassy's and enjoys some fine barbecue. Every time I go to Sassy's, I am just and so impressed by how they are constantly putting out great food items. The service is great. They got a full bar. They have great specials. They have everything you could possibly need in a restaurant. And I plan on going up there this weekend. Basketball game tomorrow. You need a place to eat before you go to the basketball game, so head over to Sassy's. The perfect thing about it, they have 2 locations, so it makes it easy on all of you. And if you're out there Christmas shopping, it's another great place to stop as well. Off of College and off of Weddington with their 2 locations. Try the barbecue nachos, is always my favorite. The award-winning smoked wings, or get you some brisket tacos. No matter what it is, Sassy's has you taken care of. Again, 2 locations in Fayetteville off of College and off of Weddington. Well, guys, have a great weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to get one
No more coaching search. It's going to be kind of a boring weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, I kind of hate that.
No more refreshing my phone every 12 seconds.
No more plane tracking.
What would we do with ourselves?
I'm sure just try to live a normal life. Appreciate everybody listening in. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday.
Up to $2,700.